Oh no, I can't be. All right, we live. Let's go.
It's true.
Yes, sir.
What it do?
First of all, we live.
Yeah. DMV, you know what time it is. None other than the BASSLINE podcast presented by the Everyday Weekend. I'm your host this weekend. As usually always, I am Capo in a special configuration for this special edition. To the left of me is none other than my good man, the Nature Boy. What's good, bro?
What it do?
First guest, long time. Good to see you in this setting.
Right.
I'm gonna swing it on around the table to our guest moderator for the week, who's been popping in and out of this show for a long time, and also spawned his own show that is called Pirate Radio. My good
Yes,
man,
indeed. Thank you, sir.
Captain Slippers is in the building.
Yes, I'm Captain Slippers, a.k.a. Guinness Robin, a.k.a. the Big Lemon Pepper Stepper, a.k.a. Bill Romanowski, a.k.a. your favorite auntie side nigga with low cholesterol and a bad temper. We drive Saabs on Sunday. But more
When you add that
importantly-
part,
Huh?
when you get the Saab, that's fly.
Bro, I see you got tuned in to Pirate Radio. We been
Listen,
whipping Saabs for
I
a
did not
brickie,
know.
For the bricky.
You got BBSs?
We got a few. But the thing is, we never got the one out the shop after we got the shit winterized. Because we've been chilling, but
Got it.
you'll see something soon.
Spray painted a hole on a Rust-Oleum.
You know more about that than I do. I don't even be handling all that shit.
You know what?
I just ride on them because she got the side. Them aunties, but I just ride.
You right.
Bro. I just ride.
So look, I'm a turn the leading of the show over to you in 1 second, but I just wanted to make sure I reiterate why we're doing this, because I didn't even realize this moment was upon us. So last week, my usual co-host in crime, Young Mitchell, he hit me and he said, "Look, I'm going to Rolling Loud this weekend, but just as a reminder, next week is our 5-year anniversary. And if there's one person that has done as many podcasts in here as me, it is he." And I said, "Really? You don't say?" And all summer, I've been running around screaming about the next 5 summers because my brethren here is celebrating the 5-year anniversary of Open Gym.
Yes.
And so I realized that it was not 1 5, but 2. And then it made me think back to when it all started. And I was like, damn, we did technically start the podcast a hair ahead of Open Gym. Obviously different platforms. One's inside, one outside, one's conversation-based, one's more performance-based, all of those things. But I'm just blessed to be in the company of somebody who could stay down and stay diligent that long. And so here we are having 2 conversations about a 5-year journey in this music culture that, it resides here in the DMV. And I thought it was a good time for us to just kind of talk about what that experience was like and what it's been, because I sat in here with you, my good man, Captain Slippers, and my man, Raza Ry, who's normally the moderator on this show, on Friday evening, just kicking the shit. And I realized how much of this journey two men that I would call close friends, who I would have in my wedding, didn't know about the journey. And so I thought if y'all didn't know, people might not know, and they might be interested in it. And so I put up an NGL today, had people send us some questions in, which I sent to you. And I just want to get into, what this has been, because it's been a lot of twists and turns along the way that have, brought he and I's things together, apart, whatever. I'm just excited to be here. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of set the groundwork. But please, sir, ask us anything.
Oh, well. First and foremost,
It's something about him
start
saying,
off.
"Don't ask us anything."
I'll start off.
Is it me?
No, he was like, "I will ask you anything."
But first I'll start off by saying I'm honored to be here because I respect the hell out of these 2 gentlemen.
Appreciate that.
And what they've provided, the opportunities, the energy, the safe space. Jason, I ain't gonna say my man real name and shit, but
Too late.
Capo, Capo know why I be here sometimes. We come from a creative space, and this is a pure creative space. When I'm at home dealing with my 5-year-old and I got to just get out, I come here, and I might not do anything, but when I'm here, I feel creative because of the energy. The people that we bring in and out of here, the trusted ones, everybody's not permitted. Don't play.
Fendi.
But I just want to say thank you, both of y'all, and what you guys are doing for everybody, because I don't know if y'all know, but y'all got people that's like older than y'all, but they look up to y'all, you know? And that shit is like, as a peer, I look up to y'all, you know? So, man, father, all that shit, y'all really handle and stand on y'all shit. And I appreciate the hell out of it.
I appreciate that, bro. Real life. I appreciate that, bro.
Without further ado, let's get into this shit.
So we got some NGL questions, but I'm pretty sure the captain got a lot of questions for us in general.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, this is one of the greatest dynamic duos I've seen in the brick. This is dope. Y'all really like the energy and the momentum is fucking like everything has been up since. I guess we can start when like from where I sit, I seen it happen like kind of from the pandemic, and everybody was on their chill shit, just trying to figure things out, see where we going next. Mm-hmm. And then I just seen y'all link up and turn up, and shit has been gone ever since. So if y'all want to start there and just see how did the wheels start turning for you guys?
I'm gonna let you do that because I almost got beat up into doing this thing that we do now. In a positive way, like it was definitely necessary. I needed it, but I didn't know I needed it. And yeah, my man saw something. That's all I'm gonna say.
So everybody know, like, you know, I didn't always live in PG County. I wasn't always in the town. Everywhere I was either coming from Baltimore, Columbia, and then when I did move to PG, I moved all the way to in Clinton. So
I
I
remember
still wasn't.
Yeah,
it was like I should have just lived in Columbia still, because it was like that. But yeah, like, you know, when pandemic hit, we outside niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like we that's where we get our work done. Our face card is our black card. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we get everything done. And so when everything was shut down, it was a lot of time to sit and think, you know what I'm saying? And what I saw happening here, because everybody was still moving their own way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was still doing, you know, the lives and music reviews, and then I would go fly out and promote boxing and shit. Yeah. And then, you know, the podcast was still going on, stuff like that. So, like, for me, I kind of just had this foresight, like, where I see things in people before they might see it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And not to take nothing away from him, like knowing who he is and what he can do, but I've just seen him in so many different situations use like his talents, and it's like they kind of like, it's almost like I felt like he had to pull the most, you know what I'm saying, and do the most. And I just like would kind of say to him sometimes, like, yo, have you really been in any situations where like somebody's matching that, or maybe even pulling you, you know what I'm saying, like putting the battery in your back? And so that's kind of where it started. But eventually it was like, you know, outside opened back up, I'm doing stuff out the dance studio, and then eventually the venues open back up, and I'm dealing with people as I can when it come to graphics, stuff like that. I'm dealing with who, you know, pretty much gonna deal with me. But like I always had respect for his eye when it came to graphics. It wasn't about him being the best graphic artist, but he just knew what I needed when I talked to him. So we always had that communication. And then finally, you know, blessings come in disguise. He was fired.
I was
from his job, from his day job, which would always kind of keep me from like really trying to get him on board with what I'm doing, because I'm like, that man got a job, and he got, you know, he a father, you know what I'm saying? So like I make sure if I did come to him, it was like yo, you got time to do this, But when that happened, I'm like, so what you gonna do? Like, just asking out of respect, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your plan? He was like, I'm about to grind. I said, okay, good.
Yeah.
So here's the plan for your grind.
Here's what I got. And I really like when he used the phrase like I almost got beat up. Like it was really like I passionately told him like, yo, the things you do would help me immensely. You know what I'm saying? Like it would help me out heavily if I had your brain on some of the things I'm doing, because you've seen all I've done over the years.
Right.
Most of the time I've been doing it by myself, and I've just had resources, and I don't mind paying people for what they do, and I break bread. So like I have good relationships to get shit done, but like I'm more of like a visionary and an executor.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily good at the presentation of that all the time. And
Yeah,
you
see,
are.
and this was perfect because he was one of the first people to champion you. Like me and him like locked in on music a long time ago. That's
Right.
probably like why we bonded. So like, cause the music.
Right.
And a long time ago, he's like, yo, this Nature Boy dude, like he's nice. He make his own beats and everything. Like he nice. And this is back when that you had the mixtape when you was it was illustrated and you was dunking.
Oh, the Nature Robinson
Right.
jump. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, nigga nice. He nice, right? And it had to become like that thing where he needed that extra, because me and him, we used to do the music back in the day, but this is different. And when that, like the way y'all linked up is exactly that. His brain being able to plug in places you needed him to be, because you seen something.
Yeah.
And that shit, like I said, he was one of the first people to really champion this shit. So the full circle for it to come back around like this, it makes complete sense.
That was how I felt like I could talk to him the way I did. I was like, look, you fuck with me. I already know that. I can tell, because even if I'm on my ass and shit ain't in motion, you still fuck with me like.
And the reason
shit jamming.
I brought that up is because the way you said that he can represent you in certain ways, or maybe translate certain things. A lot of people thought, maybe still to this day, Nature Boy was the big bad wolf.
Yeah.
A lot of people
they
scared
still
and they
still do.
intimidated.
They still think I'm the big bad wolf.
I see it. And I'm like,
Say no.
I don't get it, but I see it. But it helps that this duality that you guys got. It's y'all killing shit. So
nah, we the big bad wolf.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But nah, on some real shit, like that's why I'm bigging this man up, because, and I really just told him, I said, look, if there's somebody else that you would rather utilize your skill for fully, I will go with you.
Yeah,
it don't have to be me.
Yeah.
But we need to figure some shit out. So I said, if not me, then who?
Right.
And let's go do it.
Yeah.
He couldn't name nobody. We couldn't name nobody. Yeah. I said, if there's somebody we should go utilize our resources more for than me, and Open Gym and the Everyday Weekend, because you see it ain't just about Nature Boy and Open Gym. Like, Two Reviews is branded after the Everyday Weekend.
Yeah.
I still want to see this man prosper in the things that he want to prosper in. You know what I'm saying? But I know what the energy, the what do they call it? The nucleus of the situation is, and it's Open Gym. Just because Open Gym is designed that way, it's meant for anything to happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't put too many restrictions on what could go down at Open Gym. I don't make sure this person don't talk to that person. I don't care if people come to Open Gym and then they don't come to Open Gym no more, and then they form some alliance. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
We just trying to set the vibe, and then we trying to grow what we trying to do. So that's what you see now, from the open mic and showcases to the web shows to bringing people in town. You know what I'm saying? The Stove God shit we got coming up, like
lucky shit we did.
The lucky shit, like everything. And you know, I make sure, even if whatever my part is in it, I make sure I'm transparent to it about with everybody about everything, because it's a we thing. Like, I talk in we, even if it's just me, I talk in we.
Yeah.
Cause like it's gonna get it. I don't believe you could do this shit without other people. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like, we linked up a year ago around this time, maybe a little earlier, and really locked in. And it was like, look, whatever we make monetarily, this was going to you.
If it's only been
know
a
what I'm
year,
saying?
y'all had a hell of a year.
Hell
Y'all,
yeah.
man,
It felt
shit,
like
man.
longer than a year.
He gave me the gateway drug. He was like, "Can you do a fly? I'm in a pinch." And I was like, "All right." He's like, "Tell me the number, I'll pay you." I told him the number, he paid me. And then I sent the fly. I just did what I was asked to do. I looked at the last thing that was done and was like, okay, I can keep it in that vein and just do me.
Yeah.
And so I did me. And he was just like, really? And I was like, if this is what we doing, this is what we doing. Like, I did the flyer. Like, this is, you want me to turn it down? He was like, no, I just didn't know you was going to go crazy. And I was like, I didn't know either, but I hadn't done it in a while. And guess I had some shit backed up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened, right? And then 1 turned into 2. 2 turned into, can you do this showcase? So it was the main Joan and some artist flies. And like, it's my man, so I'm always working with him on the numbers. But it's becoming more and more consistent work. And then I think the tipping point was the block party.
Yeah.
The block party was like, there's no way I'm going to just do flyers on this.
No.
That I gotta speak on that, and like specifically, not now, but that one is gonna be. I gotta talk about the block party because it's something key about that block party that made a lot of other things happen that I don't. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody else paid attention to, but I maybe paid attention to it a little more because people be busy, and I be paying attention to the most oddest things.
It's a lot of shit that happened from that block
but
party. Shout out to my man Sweezo
like,
for that because
that's
he pushed me into doing the block party. Like, and as we on podcasts, we talking candidly. I didn't really want to work with these people. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm just like that. Like, I don't be wanting to work with everybody because I just be saying certain shit and I be saying angles. And whether people want to believe it or not, I'm pure about mine. Like, I'm not trying to come up off nobody. I'm transparent about everything. If people don't like me for anything, it's because I'm too fucking honest. You know what I'm saying? But at least you know I'm not sugarcoating shit. You might not like everything I say, but you know me. You know my brain is inside out. You see it. But shout out to Sweezo because this is where I would like to give people their credit, like when it comes to working with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody might have their thoughts on certain things, but like, I trust the people I say I fuck with. So even if it's something I might not want to go that way, if my peoples is with it and we gonna both ride, that's where we going. So I don't want to take full credit for how the block party turned out, but Sweezo was like, yo, I got this situation, my man said he gonna put this up to get it popping, what you trying to do? So we gonna do it. So I said, I bet we in, because people got skin in the game. Like, I see somebody else willing to put some skin in the game, I'ma go hard. Yeah. Because we all done, you know what I'm saying? There's different ways to do it. So the block party was definitely
that
like,
shit was magic.
Open gyms back outside.
That shit was
type
magic.
Shit,
it
you
was
know what I'm saying?
A real good situation.
And it was in Falls Church, Virginia on 4th of July. In the middle of nowhere.
And you could have been anywhere else.
You could have been anywhere, but we pulled them out, you know what I'm saying? And the rain was trying to throw
rained
shit
a couple
off.
times during that jump and everything.
We still threw the fireworks in the air. It was looking crazy. Like, it was
looking scary crazy, though. Like, the fireworks was a little...
good.
Yeah, like, it was real fireworks being put in the air.
I was a little frightened.
No cops came. Nothing went bad. Nobody got beat up.
Boom,
nothing.
Boom, boom.
I know
it was lit.
That venue ain't never seen nothing that live and dope ever.
They never going to again.
With so much love.
Say she never will.
It was love. It was not like
they tried to. Yeah, I mean, they tried to do some shit. They tried
to get one of those.
They tried to do what a lot of people do. They try to learn the formula through osmosis, like my man say. Like, but we make it look so easy sometimes what we do.
Yeah.
But they don't know how meticulous and how much we stress to make sure shit get executed right.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so very, very particular.
Yeah.
Like, who are these random white hairs?
Yeah. That's my proxy.
Y'all gotta figure out who.
That's my proxy.
Y'all gotta figure out who the white hands are.
That's my proxy.
Whoever figure out who the white hands are,
my lawyer.
we gonna buy y'all a bottle.
My lawyer, my bodyguard, my engineer. It's my proxy. But yeah, so I guess I want to shed a little light on this guy here, Capo, because what is happening now, and I sent him this text message, and I guess he kind of got what I was saying, but we go back a long way.
Right.
And I said to him, this ain't nothing but another Foot Locker. Because with this, when I met him, it's back in Annapolis. He working at the Foot Action. Came through when I was being a mall rat, just trying to figure out my bearings there. I was new in the town, just trying to figure shit out. And then eventually he left. I started working at the Foot Action. He came back. But while he was gone, he was at the Foot Locker in Forestville, like, as like the damn near rookie of the year. He young as hell managing his own store, but he's crushing the numbers, like ridiculously. And then it got to the point where they needed him to start reviving stores. So he came out to Annapolis and tried to revive the store we had. And then he was like, yo, come back in, work as my stock guy. Same shit, crushing shit. The results was just like out of this world. Problem was they wasn't letting him go off. They'll have a certain setup or way of going, like doing things. He's like, I'm here. I see these people every day. I know what sells.
Right.
So he'll change the whole store. It works. Numbers through the roof. Hating ass GMs and stuff come through, sending emails and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Same type shit. My man calls me one day, middle of the, like 11 a.m. But I ain't noon yet. I'm like, what's up? What's up? He said, yeah, so they just fired me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even fucking know why. It's not even important. But the fact of the matter is how well he's able to just do that shit through his own vision. And it's just, all he needed was somebody to let him go. And here you come. And you like, bro, do some shit. I'm like, yeah, do some graphics. I'm like, yeah, do this. Boom.
Yeah, graphics, the website, setting it up to where, like, because I'm good at selling and promotion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a hand-to-hand nigga. So every time I would set something up for promotion, it would be to actually
in person.
Meet me in person and cash at me and da. Like, it just, and it, you know, people like trust me long enough to trust me, but he the one that put things in place where it was like, oh, y'all got a whole site dedicated to what you're selling and it looks good and it's clean. Like, oh nah, y'all boys really, you know what I'm saying? So like, it just really, it just take what everybody knows me to do to another level, and that's why in a year we've been able to lock in and really, you know what I'm saying? And like this starts in 2015, if we being honest, you know what I'm saying? 2016, shit like that. Like just being outside, and you know, I came to his situation one time with Sice, and I'm like, yo, what y'all doing is dope. Mm-hmm. How can I enhance the situation? You know what I'm saying? Not like, how can I come benefit from this or put me on as a DJ and da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, y'all don't, I know y'all budget stress. Y'all don't got to pay me. I got beats. I DJ. I do things. I got weed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't got, I'm going to make my money in here. I'm going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
But I'd like to be in here.
Yeah, but like,
I like this room feels good to me.
Yeah. And we was doing mixtapes at the time with artists, so we were already in a mix with artists the way they were, but just differently. You know what I'm saying? And then me getting my start in DC was booking events and starting and putting people on. You know what I'm saying? People that we fuck with out DC and PG, coming from, you know, me and Brain Rap at the time. We coming from Baltimore, Columbia. We ain't know how to get shows out here, but to just go get the spot and then put people on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a long time coming, but that's why that chemistry is like, it's been longer than a year, because it's been cooking up for a while. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And it's crazy, we both started the Everyday Weekend podcast and Open Gym in the same, like, we've been grinding so long with it, we never even for once, like, even during the Open Gym 5-year anniversary shit, never put it together that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That did start then.
Like, literally probably within the same 3 weeks.
Right? Yeah, it was very close. Like, and the thing is, because we're very locked in on the tour, but we've been having a real conversation with each other a lot lately that, like, we have to find ways to be more present in the things we're doing now, because when we're not doing them, we're 6 months, a year out.
Right.
In our, like, what we're actually usually talking about.
Right.
Yeah, we already in December,
Have to be.
like right now. But like,
So when we get to the
Shit.
game, it's like we've gone through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that we're not excited that night, but now it's making sure that everything clicks. You know what I'm saying? And it's very like, okay, that went right, that went right, that went right. And then we begin to have fun
So
later in the night. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm curious about. Like, as far as this tour is concerned, like, some of these places you guys are being there for the first time when y'all pull up, right?
Some of them.
So you guys being the two-headed monster, you show up. Do y'all even see each other until it's time to go on? Like, both of y'all got to go run and do stuff, or?
Nah, we on point the whole time. Like you know what I'm saying?
We locked in there.
It's just like, yeah, we got to do this and do that, and
like we there at loading. Like we not.
Ain't nobody else setting up for us. Ain't no like we on the front
it's not
line.
that.
We putting the backdrop up and we setting the equipment up and we
set the merch table. We set everything.
Yeah. So it's
Like,
just like
I fold the shirts on the merch table.
Yeah, because part of this interview,
You know what I'm saying? Like he does the sound check personally.
one of my goals for this interview was to try to erase a lot of misconceptions people might have about y'all. And I'm like, I don't know how much y'all, I don't know how, if y'all know how hard they really work, how much they really
don't,
got to do.
and there's a lot of misconceptions out there.
Because people think this shit easy. And I'm not even
That's
going to
not
get into
true.
all of the you know, because one thing I will say when it comes to this Open Jam Everyday Weekend thing and what Sweezo got going on, if y'all are trying to keep up, it's not going to work. You can have fun doing your own thing, but do not try to keep up.
You
Listen,
know,
man,
you're
I
gonna
don't
look
want everybody
bad.
to
it
be
just
successful,
work.
bro.
It just work your path, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
but
saying? Like
y'all-
we walking in our purpose. Like
I want people to know how hard
this shit
y'all
don't
work,
look
for real.
sweet. It ain't sweet. I tell people all the time. I'll be real about it. Like, you know, I rap, do music and shit. I like to be on stage. There's nothing glorious about being the host of one of the biggest open mics. There's nothing like that's nothing like I could, you know what I'm saying, go flex about. But if you know, you know. Like,
Yeah.
if you know what we really cooking up, it is. But, like, you know, even when I say open mic to people now, it's like, oh, okay. Like, you know, it's a demographic of people who, like, oh, we pass open mics. We don't go
But before you
we
even
don't
say
go
that,
do
'cause I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't know if you know this or not, but you're not the host of that show no more.
I host that shit.
Dino the host, man. You like the enforcer.
Dino effect.
You can call, I'm in the sky. I'm the coach in the skybox.
You the
and
energy.
bro.
You the energy
As
enforcer.
soon as he took that shirt off, he was the host after that. That's it. That's it.
Nah, but like on some real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just an energy that come with even like standing there being the DJ.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm not the host, then let's
Yeah,
consider
you
me
there.
the DJ.
You there?
I play the
He
music.
does. I'm just fucking.
So
I know.
so people have an energy for hosts and an energy for DJs where
Yeah.
they think shit sweet and they don't think you that guy that got all of this clicking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, at the end of the day, like, I don't really care who knows who's doing what. But you know, like, people
Don't do
find
that.
out real quick. Don't play with us like that. You
But
know
see-
what I'm saying? Like, we not this more calculated than you think.
Not only do you guys work hard, but the fact that y'all don't really ask for much or anything in return. Because off mic was talking to my lawyer here, and he was saying how that scummy ass scam game where people was paying to get on open mics.
Yeah.
And the fact that y'all don't do that. That's why the
Yeah.
lines is tremendous. They get
And-
longer and longer.
And
to
and
support.
even that's a good thing
It's-
too, to clear up some misconception too. Like, there's a misconception out here that we are that though.
Yeah, and that's
and
not
that and
far
that
from
we,
it.
we do,
No.
you know, all we worried about is payola and this and that. They don't know how much pro bono work we do for free, like getting people on
That's why I'm
shows,
trying
shit
to
like
get these
that.
misconceptions out
Like,
of there.
yeah, like even if you ever dealt with open gym in a situation where there was something more you could pay for other than just coming into the venue, because let's get it clear, everybody who comes into the venue has to pay. If you really want to get technical, sign up is free,
Yes.
because everybody who walks through the doors have to pay to get into the doors. There's no additional payment you have to make as an artist for signing up. Once you get into the building, whether you sign up or not,
Yeah.
you can get on. You can get on stage,
'Cause I'm the captain. I still got paid.
right?
So
But you know what I'm saying,
And
like,
and the one time you decided to rap, you were able to do what?
I got on that stage because I signed up.
And you rap.
But I didn't pay to get on stage. I paid to get in the door.
Yeah.
But
Once you in the door, you got the opportunity to sign up
I
and rap.
signed up.
Yeah, like even if you just wanted to show up and
kick it.
decided at the last time, at the last minute, and there was space, you have that, you know what I'm saying? But to clear up anything that's other than that, the only time we've ever had featured spots or, you know, we had memberships that a couple people did where they paid a fee to tour for 3 months. We're not charging you to perform. We're charging you with the other shit you get. If you want a video recap,
Package of services.
yeah, if you want services in addition to you performing, there's another way to get that. And that isn't even with, you know, it's not a money grab because we don't do it on every show. If it's a certain situation, like we saw a situation like, yo, we got 9 shows coming up. I'm pretty sure we got some people that want to showcase themselves over the summer. So we decided to come up with a membership that when you priced it out, it was like you were getting a crazy amount of things for the price we were charging. Because it's always in our best interest to keep the budget low for you.
It's
you
important.
know what I'm saying?
And to make it advantageous for the artist.
People don't understand how important that is because they'll force this guy to wear hats. They will force Capo to wear hats. People think that he's their manager.
Right.
And they don't. It's really because they don't know where to start. But like you said, these type of incentives that you get is where you start what you need. Because sometimes people don't know they don't need it.
Like people,
They don't know.
Yo,
But then they'll
I think
ask for
80% of the artists don't have electronic press kits. Something we push on artists is like they be like, well, how do we open up for such and such? I don't be like, oh, $1,000 or $2,000. I could, and I know niggas that'll pay. That's the thing. I could have been
doing that.
I could have had a bag off of Open Gym a long time ago if I wanted to, because there is a tier of artists who will pay you whatever to not have to do the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But instead of doing that, we decided to educate people. We put them on. Yo, you need an EPK if you want to enter to open up for somebody at Songbird all the way up to Fillmore. Yeah. If you don't have an EPK to communicate who you are, if you don't have a EPK to express who you are as an artist, then they're not just gonna go off of like, oh, I'm such and such, here's my social media and here's my music. Listen to my music and you can find out. They want to know what shows you've done in the past. They want to know if you've had a show that wasn't in a lounge or a bar. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? They want to see these things. But so that's why it's important for us, even at Open Gym, to like put you on stages. You know what I'm saying? Like we could throw Open Gym at such and such lounge, get the jump from 7 to 3 in the morning, and it's up. And we could get paid.
Yes.
We could get paid. I'm trying to tell everybody we could get money. But we decide to use the budget to get us in to touring venues like, you know, and sometimes, you know, we was just at the Crown, that's cool, stuff like that. We still will do something like that. But like
still need that
Songbird,
still got to touch the street.
Auto Bar, everywhere we go.
Record Bar.
Record Bar, Kansas City, Kung Fu Necktie. These are all places that touring acts hit, your favorite acts hit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody doesn't get that. They don't understand the gravity of that all the time.
Because they don't understand the long game of what that provides, right? So now when you can put that in your EPK of venues that you've performed in, it elevates your conversation when you're trying to get that opening booking, all right? And so what happens is artists come and they get these opportunities at a Songbird, at a Record Bar, XYZ, right? And they get excited about the moment, right? It's a welcoming room with welcoming fans, good energy. Your song is well accepted, right? You don't have any footage of your performance. You have no way to connect with the people in the audience because you haven't thought that far. And this is okay, but these are the things that need to be thought about, right?
This is the difference between somebody saying Open Gym does nothing for them and Open Gym does something for them.
Right. If you understand what you just got,
apply.
Right? You can apply these things and more, right? And now, again, your EPK is elevated for your sale to, oh, I should open for blah, blah, blah at Songbird, at Union Stage, at Pie Shop, at whatever. But you gotta put your argument together, and if your argument is all lounge this, bar that,
it's not a strong
because there are
argument.
venues that are called bar or lounge, whatever. But the venues know each other. Put it that way.
Yeah.
So
Basically, if you standing on the same level as your audience, it's probably not a live show venue. It's okay, cause that's where Open Gym started. We
And you
started
build.
with Wicked Bloom and
build too.
everything like that. But like, I'm not doing y'all any justice by throwing a show or a open mic in an auxiliary space where there's no lights on you, where the sound isn't up to par, where you don't have the right mics. I'm not doing you any justice. I could get paid.
Yeah.
We could come out on top. I need niggas to know this. That's why I'm expressing it. Like, we could make a fortune throwing this shit in a bar.
Poor.
I
we
think
could throw it worse and make a lot more
because
money.
y'all make that's because y'all take those extra measures. I think is what gives people. I'm not even gonna try to sound all cliche, but it gives people the motivation to follow their dreams.
Yeah.
Because what
No, it
happens
does.
is you get a person like one of my favorite people, Justified Freedom. I call him
Just,
Jay, my
Big
man,
Just.
I call him
Just.
Jay Fried.
Jay Freight.
When he get up there, and I've seen him start off and have a certain demeanor in the way he's on the stage, but because of those big lights and because everybody out there showing him love and it's like, bro, do your thing. His performance when he first was doing it versus if he come up and do something now is gonna be different.
It's lit.
He looked different.
It's
He
real.
moved different
It's
because he
growth.
feel that love, that energy. He see that stage and he's like, yo, this means something. I'm not literally standing in a freaking bar and people trying to eat and I'm like over in the corner doing like
Yeah,
this
nah.
is
This is the
and
time.
you feel it. And another thing I wanted to touch on, I was grinning because you say giving somebody a platform, that's almost like, say how if you got a record label and an artist signs an artist and the next thing you know, that artist gets pissed off because, oh, you ain't never helped me out. You ain't never. It's like sometimes, bro, it's not even about me holding your hand. It's like I gave you the platform. People know who you are now. What you gonna do with it? So the fact that you guys created this open educational farming system between Open Gym and Two Reviews, and I'm not gonna say names, but there's some people who actually apply and use that to their advantage, and they're getting better,
Hell
and they're
yeah.
taking heed. But I just like that's dope because y'all not asking for nothing. Y'all just giving it out. That's dope.
Not only that, but like,
Wait, John, your mic's not on.
oh, it's not okay. Well, check. Thank you. Sorry, I just like I've been to Open Gym and I've seen what's going on, and what's cool about an environment like that is that you get to meet other people that are kind of where you're at, that are asking the same questions, So not only are you putting them on a big platform with a big stage with a legitimate sound system, sound person, production
That's
crew
important.
behind it,
The production. That's
but
very
you're meeting
important.
people that say, like, your name alone might not be able to book that venue, but if you say, hey, I can fill the whole night with different artists and music and people that are going to be promoting this thing,
Yeah.
and that they all met networking, trying to, like, do that stuff, and because I think the best way that Open Gym or something like that pays off is that you go in with that open heart and open mind to just, like,
Just enjoy
see what
it.
happens.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
and
I think
connect
too
with
many
and
people.
say, hey, I
put
like
the-
what you did. I played guitar and, like, I don't know, like, so many people came up to me and were like, yo, and, like, we exchanged contact.
Yeah,
and,
that's people
what it's
forget
for.
sometimes. Like while we in the rat race of trying to get known and trying to be, visible, we forgot like sometimes why we do this. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of like you get further and further away from like what you even started doing this for. Most of us, I like to believe, like there was a love for something, there was a passion to do something, there was a need to do something. And sometimes, like when you in a room with people and stuff like that, it turns into a big competition. You start having to like feel like you have to watch yourself, see who's being opportunistic, stuff like that. But that's the whole thing around Open Gym. Besides the fact that like it is gonna be packed, you are gonna perform in front of people. Like everybody just drops all that shit inside of that, under that roof, wherever that roof is. People drop that shit for a night. You know what I'm saying?
And it like
And we all eye level, and we all could talk. And you was dope. You might have just started. you might have been doing it longer than me, whatever.
I like your conviction, nigga.
But everybody, you know what I'm saying?
And I've seen, like, what y'all don't be knowing is, like, a lot of times, especially when we home, we peppering in people in that audience that y'all don't even know who you talking to.
All the time. That's the beauty of it.
You don't even know who you're talking to. And you might not know you was talking to that person till the end of the night, and you realize you had a whole conversation with them at the bar and didn't know who you was talking to. And it's important to put those people in front of y'all and not even put that pressure on you to do anything but be yourself. And the reason that conversation went well and continued after that is because you were yourself.
I think you guys, it creates an environment that encourages you to like seize the moment and just connect, you know?
Yeah, why not?
Because
why not?
Because there's so many times that you'll go out, or you and your people will go out, and like you don't necessarily interact with the groups or people around you, you know?
Yeah, nah. You're perfectly fine talking to yourself.
Ancillary.
Yeah, or like, you know, some people are just, it's that energy's tough, so you just kind of tunnel vision sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think in that environment, it's like the goal is that everyone's kind of there to do that kind of thing and to meet people. And
That's what it's supposed to be. Like we stand on it in our action.
Yeah.
And seizing the moment was a good thing you brought up, because a lot of people, you know, since we bringing up the beefs and the stuff that we all hear beefs with Open Gym too. Like we're gonna talk about the great things, but we'll bring up the other things too. So a lot of people have beef with us over the fact that they can only do one song.
That's a big beef.
That's a big beef.
Large beef.
Man, do
Like,
you see that damn
damn.
list?
They like, damn, only one song? I'm
All right.
coming out the house
So let's be honest.
to do
here.
one song?
Let's be honest. I've seen the list before. I've seen when we had to make another list.
Yeah.
Y'all really think y'all gonna get off more than one song when we got to set up beforehand to get you loaded in? It's all right, but go ahead.
Yeah, nah, I wanted to bring up this seize the moment point, because most of the time when you get an opportunity to do something, you don't have a long time to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it your all, and it's got to be a sweet spot that you hit. And you got to be able to tap into that sweet spot at any given time in this life, because you never know when your time is going to line up. So like Open Gym kind of gets you ready for that, because you don't have 3 or 4 songs to like warm the crowd up to you, or ultimately make them not fuck with you, because people's attention span is short.
And that's what happens more often than not.
Oh yeah, I watch it happen at shows. People be like, yeah, I got 15 minutes or I got 20 minutes on stage, and I just be like, damn, you about to do like 10 songs, ain't you? Right? And I just watch people go from like, oh, I fuck with this person, to checking their phone, to walking out, and it's not because they not good. It's because
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, well, and it's also like, if I'm at a show and there's 10 people on the lineup and all 10 people get 15 minutes, there's no way I'm going to be tuned in. Like,
fatigue.
even for my favorite artists.
It's mental fatigue.
It's mental fatigue. And we just not built like that. You got other shit to do. We got social media to check. So, like, I think that doing one song is like, look, you got 5 minutes tops to come up here and let people know what the fuck it is with you in one song. Everybody got that one. If you don't have that one, work on it.
Look.
But this is why you come to open mics, to find out which one is that one that's like, soon as I press this play button, them people gonna be on my side.
Now, mind you, this is the open mic.
Tell them again.
This is the open mic. So like, it's not a coffee shop. There's not a stool in the corner, some drapes and shit behind it, and a couple books next to you. These are touring venues.
Yeah.
So when you come to work on your shit, it might have should have been working a little bit at your lounge and bar shows, right? And then when you try it here, if you get this 200 people rocking,
it's up.
You're good, because in that lounge or whatever, you got 50 people. You brought 12 with you. It's, you know what I'm saying?
The other one's a couple artists,
Right. So it's different. If you can get this 200 rocking, you got one. I promise you.
There's not one artist who stepped off an Open Gym stage and had somebody come up to them and try to exchange contacts with them.
Yeah.
Lie and say somebody said that didn't happen to them.
Yeah, I would argue that 4 or 5 of those artists could link up and book their own show at the same venue.
Absolutely. Especially because, and a lot of people don't realize this,
If they have the time,
we
you know what I mean?
we
the
putting you
material
in
to
these
do
places so
Yeah.
they can see
Yeah.
you.
Right.
If you make an impression on the people who watch music 24/7 and always in that space, we're literally putting you in front of the production manager, in front of the GM if they're there that night, the sound guy. Like the sound guy is who got me in the Songbird because he did sound at Milk Boy. He was the one that went in there and was like, "We need to get Open Gym in here."
Stamped. This is what it is.
I didn't hit them up. I never listen. I didn't hit Songbird up to have Open Gym in there. Songbird hit me. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And it was from another venue.
I heard it's like, because the crazy thing is being a DC native, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm like a Maryland dude for real. So I don't know a lot, but
You
to hear
amazing.
somebody come there and say, yo, this is like a big thing for me to be able to perform here. This is like a legendary like venue. It's a spot. Like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
That's the auto bar for me. That place is a big deal to me just because I got this nerdy connection with my favorite band.
Have you played there yet, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So if you
everybody
don't bring
can't-
your ass and play.
And we all know everybody can't just go get into these places. Like, you know.
And, my fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. And to be honest with you too, if you go to Songbird's website, they have the information for you to hit them up directly. But yet I still always get people like, "Oh, get me in here. Get me. And I'm just like, yo, we brought you in the building. We let you get on stage to do you. You could have talked to literally the production manager at Songbird is usually the person checking you in at the door.
But then if you ask them for money, then they mad.
Right. And they
But
But you want me to work.
But they literally,
You want me to literally be your booking manager?
Right.
But that's what I mean.
That's a job. Booking manager is a
booking
title.
managers
Right.
get paid.
As someone
title.
who's dealt with booking in the past, it's a way easier sell when you're like, hey, I have everyone figured out. It's not just, hey, I'm one artist trying to like book a show, because like no one's gonna pay attention to that. But if you're like, hey, it's me and like 3 other artists, and we all can, and like we're booked, like we'll fill the whole night out, then someone else is like, all right, all the work is done.
Go in there
Yeah.
and tell them what you can do and then do it.
Right.
If you can't do shit yet, then
Create
you
the-
shouldn't be in there yet.
Create the social media events, create the flyers, show up, and just like eventually this must be something, because obviously they're putting the effort in. So
Show them the results, man. These are places of business, right?
Yep.
They don't care about our dreams. I always say this. They don't
they
care
don't care
about
what
our
it sounds like.
dreams.
They just want people
They
to
don't
show
care
up.
about our aspirations. Just don't fuck our spot up and bring people in there that's gonna spend
Tip
money.
those bartenders.
Yeah, like that's why even
Respect
Open
the
Gym is
venue.
successful too. Like we understand the assignment, us, and then the people that come know they understand the assignment. So some of our partners might not even rock with Open Gym as far as like what it is, like the open mic that much. But they about to come fuck the bar up. They about to come get food. They about to, you know what I mean? Because they understand what type of impression we have to leave on the venue.
Yeah, there.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
get you some friends that understand the motherfucker.
Assignment.
I want to say everything has been dope so far, but I want to get into this question,
Yeah.
and it's from the Comic-Con panel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give me the
A
bill?
question that is asked,
Give me just any beer. I don't care.
because everything's been
Just
kosher
a
so
cold.
far, but part of the longevity is knowing how to manage the downs as a team and come together even when perspectives are different. So how do you guys resolve conflict whenever it arises?
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Between each other.
Yes,
Okay,
mainly between
cool.
y'all. Yeah,
Keep it 100 with y'all.
because this is all focused on
We are
y'all.
two, as nature likes to call it, old school straight alpha males. Which one was in the freezer? Which one? This one? Which one was in the little door freezer, John Doe? I need that one for him. That's
My
the nature.
bad. I
You
don't
can
mean
put
to-
this one back.
I don't mean to be a diva about it.
Nah, but he is, and that just make sure it happens.
I'm a beer diva.
This is part of this right here. What just happened with the beer is part of how we work, right? So I'm about to explain. Hold on, I want my man to have his beer while I say this, because this about to be some real talk for y'all. I'm about to tell y'all some real ass shit. That's
Yes, my nigga.
See how I look?
You see how that thing, yeah?
Yeah, look.
See how that, you know what I mean?
You hear me? Oh, that one's empty. It's fine.
We back.
We fine. All right, so look, for me, I think I'm gonna explain it this way.
The ooh baby in the frame, propping up the phone. That's dope.
Me and Nature are both has been basketball stars. I think he a lot more than I because he has a statue.
Yeah.
But I think we connect in how we became basketball stars, what that felt like, what that meant, right? So we both we're good niggas around the way in our hoods, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the opportunity to go play at private schools. And that puts you in different places.
Yeah.
You still have to hoop at a high level, but it's the Fresh Prince effect.
You know what? I can see how y'all be working rooms and figuring shit out now. Yeah. Okay.
Got put in
All right.
them places with them people.
So we learned to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so that mixed with, again, both being alphas, both being leaders in our own realms, but both, I think, being champions in when to defer to another champion on your team. Right. And we do that well. So there are times I have to be like, hey, bro, I know that's a you thing, but I need you to not do that thing.
Right.
And there's times when he's like, hey, bro, the way you speak this way, that's spicy, whether you like it or not. And I'm like, you're right. We have to do that, right? But it's a trust in each other that allows us to take that critique from each other that we might not take for someone else, because the trust isn't there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how it feels for me.
It's just
we
talking.
have tough conversations, but
it's just talking,
safe.
man. Like I think people be so afraid of ruffling the feathers and having tough conversations. They be so afraid of what that other person is gonna end up doing after they have that conversation. And I just think we're not afraid of that. We're like, look, cause we dads, like you said, we straight shooters. Look, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I hope you know me enough to where this ain't coming from anywhere malicious, or you know I'm just trying to be the best me I can be, and I would love you to be the best you could be. So if I even fix my mouth up to say anything, it's for those reasons. We're not trying to
one up each other,
and all that other weird shit I guess other circles go through. So when it's time to have tough conversations, or and it takes filling out and knowing who you working with, because there was times because of my past, I'd come to him if I want him to change something on a flyer, and I'd be like, hey bro, my bad, but and he'd be like, bro, just tell me what it is, I'm gonna fix it, because we trying to get it right. So I had to you just gotta learn each other's threshold, you know what I'm saying? And same thing here, there's not really many things people can do to hurt my feelings or ruffle my feathers. It's just cause the whole big bad wolf thing, people be so afraid to just say what they need to say to me and thinking about how I'm gonna react. Even if I react passionately, I'm gonna hear you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say something back if I got something to say back.
Right.
Or I'm gonna just be like, yo, you got it. You right.
I ain't gonna hold you. The thing I learned with this nigga is how a lot of times how we meet people is how we compartmentalize them.
Yeah.
And so we don't allow them the space to be anything else.
Yeah.
And so I met Nature standing on a speaker at some
Raging.
second floor venue with a stage in Columbia Heights. And I just you got remember, first impressions are everything, right?
Yeah.
My first impression of Nature was this. Looking up this nigga's going nuts.
Yeah, and he's not small.
I gotta book him.
So yeah,
he on a speaker that's taller than me, and he taller than me.
Hey, remember when
And I'm just like, oh, this nigga's epic. I like this. We gotta book him.
Yo,
and then I proceeded to booking this nigga. I was like, I have to find a way to get this nigga on Sice.
real quick, remember, speaking of speakers, remember when we linked, not we, but remember linking up Nature Boy and Sweezo and then put the show together? And what was it, the Hard Rock?
Yeah.
And then this boys came through.
That party was crazy. I was hosting that night.
That shit was nuts.
And I low key that was like my first time like being like Nature Boy's hype man on accident.
My man was saying
That was
my man
boy,
was
that was
with it. I loved it.
I had a good time that night.
I just had to say that.
So look, it went from that show before the pandemic. I was fake Nature Boy hype man, right? To Nature Boy last show. We're so locked in. He like, yo, I'm gonna be probably like 15 minutes late to sound check. I'm like, then I'm you. And I just did sound check until he got there.
All right.
And I had it pretty close. And then he walked in and I was like, well, you finish it. Like, I'm definitely not gonna try to force it.
We at that point where it's like, and like, you know, we've been talking about Open Gym like the whole time. Like this is another guy that like artistry wise, I could easily put my artistry to the side at any moment just because I get so wrapped up in the big vision of Open Gym. I could always put Nature Boy to the side. And him, Sweezo, they keep my crown on my head as far as when it come to that shit. They like, nah, nigga, you need to do this and you need to stay on that because that's important.
I
like,
really feel like because of what you seen in him and how that connection happened is the reason why we're getting this output from you, music wise. Because I think you had your hands in a lot of shit, bro. Like you mentioned that boxing thing, and you was on it.
Yeah, I was.
And
I was all
like,
in.
You was about to release it. Then me and you had another conversation off mic about almost losing the project, and then technical difficulties, shit like that. But
So look, I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. There's three major things I'm proud of with him in our working relationship. One, I used to be ashamed of. I accidentally canned a Nature Boy project, and I'm glad y'all never got it. Fuck y'all. Y'all didn't need that because he knew. So cool.
it wasn't it.
It
wasn't.
Is it done or is it like it's still somewhere?
There was I'm gonna be this frank
You
with
didn't
y'all.
like destroy it.
Podcast shit only, like he said. I'm gonna be this frank with y'all. There was a period in the Open Gym trajectory where I was worried about my boy because of where it had taken him. And he stayed the course, and we are where we are now, right? Because what we haven't talked about is like, he started Open Gym, and he absolutely was like, bro, I'm about to do Open Gym. You want in? And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, for me at that time, right?
I remember that.
I'm
Because he kind of
Mr. like premiere showcase at the big 2-story club. Woo, woo. Then we did the 2-story party on 8th Street together at Vendetta that he provided us the opportunity for. Dumb me. Then he's like, yo, I got this thing I'm doing. It's an open mic. I got this little bar. And it just felt like it was, for real, it felt like it was
a step back for him.
It felt like a step back for both of us, to be 100.
Yeah.
But it was like a step back I wasn't ready for. 100. He was like, fuck it. Don't need any of you guys then. I'll do it myself. And he did it, right? At the time, I also had just started the podcast.
Yeah.
So then I was like,
the first guest on there, by the way.
Correct. So then when it was like, all right, he seems to be serious about this thing. It's like been going on. Like he's doing this week after week. I was like, well, what can I do? And he said, well, put somebody on your podcast as a guest that you just think is dope when you come through. Come through, do that, and then do that. And I was like, oh, I can do that. And so we did that a couple times. And I think I did flyers for him and shit like that. Like help, you know what I'm saying? Like help I could.
We used to buy studio time for Lance. Like I'll buy some studio time and Lance will match it. Yeah. And then, the people we thought was dope.
Yo, shout out Lance. He one of my favorite people.
Yeah, man. Like
so we used to do all that, right?
Boy.
That's one thing about me, I'm sorry. But
no, go ahead.
I'ma always circle back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'ma always involve my good men and my good women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do. Like, I don't want to do this shit with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it ain't for you at that moment, but I'ma circle back. You know what I'm saying? So
he right. So like I did that, and then it moved to On the Rocks, and I would come through them joints periodically. I came through like the Milk Boy joints. I think I came to One Po Boy Gym. Like I was becoming very spotty, right? And
you was Young Mitchell.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you why though, because I don't even know if we've ever had this conversation.
You know I can get my job.
But here was the thing that was fucking with me at Open Gym at the time. I would come to Open Gym, and this is my brother, right? So I walk in the building, right? And as soon as I walk in the joint, he see me or I dap him up, bring him a drink, whatever. He gonna make sure niggas know Capo from the Everyday Weekend is in the building. Woo, woo, woo. Right? And like at Wicked Bloom, it was cool. After Wicked Bloom, I started to get these niggas are competing to be near Nature Boy. How dare you walk in here and get a shout out and we don't even know who the fuck you are, right. Energy, right?
Right.
And it was just like, yo, I'm not even here for all this energy. And then if I take it there, it's going to be weird. So like, I'm like, that was a huge part of that, right? Niggas was just treating me weird. Cause the nigga was like, yo, my man in here. And then they would just, niggas that knew me before he ever did that was just like not talking to me. And like I say, what's up? What's up? And look at me. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I guess it's not cool to be cool with the nigga that y'all think is cool if I won't be a like direct pipeline to him. I'm not here for that. I really just came to see my man. I don't necessarily care about y'all sets or not. Like, I'm not even here as the Everyday Weekend for real.
Right.
I'm really just here to fuck with Nature.
Right.
But they was expecting all of that, and they wanted conversation. And it just, I was just like, okay.
This nigga keeps shouting me out.
So, all right, cool. So then there was a period when you played me that music where the show was growing. You had moved from your like H Street residency to Milk Boy.
Right.
And I seen it bubbling. And you played me some music. You was like, "It's my new project." And I was just like, all right. Like, I love that the show that is Open Gym is growing, right? But this music for you isn't growth. And I'm asking you, how much impact do you think your environment has on your music?
He asked me that.
I dead ass asked him that, and he said a lot, and I said I don't like it. Because this ain't you music. This is music you can make because you're talented. This isn't the music you would make. And then he canned the project, and I didn't mean for that to happen. I just wanted to be sincere with him.
Hey, but
so that's one.
That's something very important to note, though. It's good to have people around you that's gonna tell you the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? Because most people got people around them that's gonna be like, "Oh, my man, next. It's it. Everything he do."
No, sir.
We not rent. This is not what happens with this situation here. Like, we'd be like, "Yo, we did this with a flyer not too long ago."
Oh, my lawyer want to say something.
No, I was just gonna argue that even if the project doesn't ever get released, that it was important to work on and make because it was like working on your chops and it was working on songwriting.
And some of it made it to Breaking Bud.
Sure.
But the ones that I played them together, it just wasn't moving them. And I was like, this nigga loves my music.
But you wouldn't have gotten to the fucking songs that you made after that.
No,
if you didn't go through that first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know?
And y'all love Breaking Bud.
He was like, this ain't it. And I was like, something's gotta happen. This nigga loves my music and he doesn't right now. And he has no reason to just put me down and I'm about to go back to the lab.
I did know it was gonna have that impact, right? That was one. Two was prior to like the full investment in, I think, Open Gym, you had really got me invested in Breaking Bud. Mm-hmm. Where like I shot the photo for the cover of Breaking Bud.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With my phone.
Yeah.
I shot that.
I remember that. The whole graphic when you put it.
I didn't put the graphic together. Shout out to Brain Rap.
Oh, shit.
Brain Rap did the actual graphic work. I did the photo.
Breaking Bad flip.
Yeah.
He did that.
Oh,
I didn't do that.
dope.
I did the back cover, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I took some photos in here, and like honestly, I don't know that those photos were supposed to be for a cover. I think I was just in here shooting to get some
I
shots.
think we were just shooting the shoot.
Yeah. So and then I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Brain rappers.
So that was an accident.
He's his ginger friend.
But like, so that's okay. So number two was
That is our word.
I convinced him that Breaking Bud didn't need to be more than 10 tracks.
Right.
Oh yeah, because I was about to go ham. I was about to
You
put
about
like
to- you
I was about to
to-
do like the
you
Chris
about to
Brown
DSP
deluxe,
us.
bro.
He's about to DSP us.
I was about to give y'all the deluxe the first time through.
He's about to get y'all way too many fucking
I was
tracks.
about to-
I
He's
He's about
swear to
give us one of
God.
them Lil B mixtapes.
Dog, I'm trying to tell you. That.
And they was different feelings.
yeah.
They was different feelings. They was all him, but they was different feelings,
them
right?
Nice
Brother
guy
was putting that
mixtapes.
battery in my back. He like, nah, cause it's been a while. You gotta get the people this and the people.
No,
So
I don't.
like-
I don't even think he was fucking with me at that time for real.
Nah, Dane was mad at him like about that. Like Dane was like, yo.
See, I wasn't gonna say his name, but
Nah,
he
but
said
that's my
it.
brother.
Dane was mad at me because
He was-
I convinced Nation. No,
he was like, yo.
we're not. No more than 9. I
like,
really
yo,
wanted
I
9,
want all of it, yo. I want all of it on there, yo.
Name is
and I was like, no, we're
That's-
not doing this. It's not happening. It's not happening. We're not doing all
when
these
you
tracks.
make sense, I listen. That's the
It made
We have
that-
a
when you
weird
make sense. It listen,
trust
listen.
basis with each other.
that project.
But it's
turned out
it's based in
the
our
way it's
realities,
supposed
but
to.
it's definitely weird.
Because-
like nobody could like document it. It wouldn't make sense on a graph.
Yeah, that turned out the way it was supposed to be. Because I don't think, and a lot of people can attest, you can perform. It's not any real skips on it. It's
No.
it
No
flows.
skips on that.
It flows.
No.
So,
Ain't no skips on that.
Wait till y'all get Godfather.
I kind of want
We fucked up.
to speak on like what you said about environment and asking questions about Open Gem's influence on him and his music.
Yeah.
Because for me, what's like important is that those environments are what kept a microphone in his hand and, you know, kept him addressing an audience. And like, there's all these skills and chops that may not be his genre that
Correct.
like were being developed in those moments. You know what I mean?
Breaking Bud is definitely a dumbed down version of Nature Boy, if you really know me, right?
Yeah.
So, because in Open Gym, I was kind of wrapped up with some people who had some dumbed down music, and we was kind of vibing musically. So I was still being me in a sense of how I approached it, but it just wasn't musically dead neither. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, this sounds like a very stripped down version of
all
yourself.
I'm gonna say is, John, when you hear Godfather, you gonna hit me up and be like, bro, how did this? Some of the production, you gonna be like, how he do that?
How he do
Because
that?
me and John, we
But,
do
but
but yeah,
y'all do. But I'm gonna tell you something else about
that-
John G.
he
John
do some
G
shit.
is one of the most musically inclined people I know. And for some reason, he respects my ear. John G. We spanking shit.
Yeah.
Godfather,
Okay.
Yeah.
spanking shit.
I might need John G or something.
Hey, let me know.
Listen, Godfather
I'm
coming soon,
available.
and we spanking shit.
I'm always available for dope
Do
shit.
we got any more questions before? Because we got to wrap this bitch up
Yeah,
soon.
we gonna wrap it up.
There's
Now let's get through
supposed
these
to
questions
be
though.
5 of them, right?
5 what?
Questions.
Might be.
Nah, we vibing though, man. This is a special episode.
well,
All right, let's get it.
the last one that's
might have
easy.
two
But so
parts.
for you,
Yes.
do you have a most fun podcast, like the funnest one you ever did? Can you remember?
Funnest.
Is that a word?
No, it's not.
Okay, cool. I was.
Yeah.
On Power Radio, it is.
I'm not like
Um,
I'm
It's
not.
most fun.
I'm not the grammar police or anything.
Nah.
But
I can't tell you the.
On Power Radio, it is.
I'm a.
man.
So there.
Most fun.
I don't even know if fun is the word. They were the most hectic, which make them the most intriguing.
Mm.
It was the episode with Montez Brainard and Smoochie Blanco, and then the episode with Dope Smoothies, the first one. Those two were extremely stressful, but it made them really interesting, right? So like The Smoochie and Tez jump was interesting because Smoochie is my age, and Tez is like, how much younger than you and me? How much younger than me are you? Okay, got it. So he's like 8-9 years younger than me, right? And me and Smoochie the same age. So we had niggas from the same hood that was basically like 8-9 years apart. And they had very different perspectives on the hood that we're all from. But I fuck with both of y'all. You, the older one, I grew up with. You, the older one, I still kick it with to this day. I don't really fuck with you, the younger one, to this day. But like, I'm gonna still fuck with you because you from around the way and we, you know what I'm saying? But I don't kick it with you currently. And they was going at it. And then Ted's crew was like, hey, it's lit. And Sis crew wasn't there at all. So it was getting rowdy, and then I was just like, yo, y'all niggas gotta calm down. I'm trying to record this shit. Sounds like shit in here. Everybody's yelling. And then I had to put niggas out, and then niggas had to come back, and I had to put them back out. And then it was just hectic. But it was like, ultimately, all that energy creates a really good episode, right? Because there's passion in the room. The other one with Dope Smoothies was when he and I had a verbal miscommunication digitally, where he thought I was saying one thing and my energy around a set of subjects was based on some things that he didn't have all the information on. And then once I gave him that information, he was like, oh, well, never mind. And we were good. But that night was very hectic. It was a lot of niggas. It was a lot of niggas with their mean faces on. My man walked in here with his wife, and I was very like, I wish you wouldn't have brought her, because I don't know what's gonna happen tonight. And you know what I'm saying? You just never know. Like, I didn't really think it was gonna go left, but I didn't know, because the show was based on settling beef. We could not settle the beef. And then it just gets worse. So I didn't know what was going to happen. So that night ended up being great. It was a great episode, one of my favorites, to be honest. But it could have went left. This nigga tried to ruin it all, Captain Slippers.
I did not try to ruin anything.
Nah, you almost did though. You wanted to fight that nigga.
I didn't want to fight
This man's gonna shoot
anybody.
you with a deuce.
I didn't want to fight anybody.
I didn't want to fight anybody. I just wanted real answers. And I was there to get them. But I wasn't trying to fight.
Shout out to my man Dope Smoothies, man. We and him are in a great place.
Man.
I'm not beefing with anybody.
Yeah, everything turned out great.
What else you got for us?
These are gonna be like the ender icing on the cake type one. So
Okay.
for you,
I
sir.
had a question too.
For you, sir. What do you like? What do you like more between producing, rapping, DJing,
Ooh.
being a facilitator and a promoter?
I got drops with this question.
Like, I mean, a super dope dad.
Presence.
And the list goes on. Like,
What do I like?
you worked with the Baltimore Ravens before.
Mm-hmm.
All this shit. Like, bro, you got a ginger friend. Like, bro.
You got a ginger friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why
Me
I
and
had
my
to,
ginger
that's
friend.
why I had to cite him, because it's like, yeah.
Man, there's no one thing without the other with me. I guess that's always been the thing about me, is like, you know, I don't really like anything more than the other. I just breathe those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a DJ by generate. Like, my dad was a DJ, so when he taught me to DJ at a young age.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my first gig was at 10 years old.
That's dope.
Damn.
And
Damn.
they used to call it the Kitty Disco at Gatsby's in Baltimore. And I DJ'd. I've had to stand on the
DJ
crate.
You
since
remember your
7,
set?
beat making since 11.
I had a club set, a club music set.
Oh, shit.
I was
10 years old with
this
the
shit was-
club set, though.
This shit was serious for me.
Nature's
I
a
was
producer
practicing,
life.
all that. I thought I was
Baltimore Club.
Baltimore Club.
Yeah.
That was
That's
my
fire.
set. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I had
dope.
on. I remember what I had on and everything, because that's back when I used to watch House Party, and I used to wear my father's clothes and shit.
Yeah, you
'cause
did
they
it
had
right.
on the big ass clothes. So I had on a big ass Steelers jersey, because at the time there wasn't no Ravens.
Damn.
Who was
Okay,
it? Who was
yeah,
it?
that's
Jerome Bettis? Who was it?
That was a while.
We talking. If I'm 10 years old, we talking. Well, it was
Like,
the
cause
rate.
Bettis
It was
was
the
that
first year of
dude
the
back
rate.
then.
That was
97.
96.
Yeah, that was like
96.
96, 97.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I did the Kitty Disco,
DJing since 7.
and I used to
Beat
use
making since
techniques
11.
and real records and shit. Like I used to make mixtapes in 3rd grade and sell them. Like how DJ.
Damn.
Like, I really was into DJing.
I ain't sold nothing creative till high school, son. You a goat.
Yeah, nah.
I sold shit before then, but it wasn't. It was just flips. It was flips. It wasn't my own shit.
Nah, that was my shit, man.
I
Music
definitely used to
always been
flip.
my shit. And then I got a karaoke machine
flipping
and
shit
started
quick.
fucking with that. And then I got, I think, FL Studios in my freshman year. And then people used to that was like the program you made fun of back when I had it, because that's what you could get for free.
Right.
But I was known. I made myself known around the way for like making FL. It was Fruity Loops at the time, making that shit do what nobody else could do on the sample.
I
tip.
first made beats on MTV Music Generator.
That's
on the
actually
PlayStation.
the first place I made beats on.
Mario
on
Paint.
PlayStation 2.
Mario Paint.
Oh, y'all going crazy. I got my music nerd homies in here. This shit is
What you know
great.
about Mario Paint?
I wish I had the beats. I
Hey,
made.
y'all
They
get
was-
around.
You know the Carter 1 was made on Mario Paint.
They wasn't too bad.
So yeah, I don't. All of those things make up me. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of niggas you see, they like, oh, they trying to do too much. He trying to rap, DJ, throw show. Like I am that. I do that shit naturally. It's the most natural space for me to be in, is the DJ to rap, and that's why I don't do them all at the same time. Usually in one place. Like people ask me to perform at Open Gym all the time, and I'm like, nah,
So it's no.
I can't.
It's no favorite as long as you in it.
It's just me. It's just I can't. I've tried to quit music a couple times over the last couple of years. I tried this year. You know what I'm saying? Like I told them 5. Like that's why part of why I stopped smoking in the beginning of the year, because I was like, I'm about to go straight edge, guys. I'm about to get a job. I'm about to da da da.
Yeah,
I'm a
all that,
dad,
but
da, da,
dude,
da, da.
you have to rap.
Yeah.
Bro,
This job shit.
And I'm about to leak some shit at the end of this episode, because
when I saw that video of those high school
I'm
kids
just
that were
putting
like,
a battery in his back. He got
yo,
dropped.
Nature Boy, when you playing? Like, what time do you go on?
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, nah, man. Like we just, you know,
Those kids were ravaged beasts.
and
Yeah.
and they came to
I
my
hope
last
they
show.
show.
and
I hope
saw-
you met them.
No, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like they wanted us to. So I met them opening for, I think, PA or something.
Okay.
And Lucky, they was at both shows, and then they was the ones in my inbox every day for the next Lucky show they had. Like,
Yeah.
yo, wait, are you opening for Lucky? So I went online and did that little tag Lucky and Fillmore thing, and they got all their friends and all that shit. And ultimately we didn't get it up opening up for Lucky, but I went to go watch the show, and I went out there, and then after the show, I'm standing outside. Like 20 kids run up to me like, yo, can we get a picture of Nature Boy? And I don't know who I was. I think I was with Dino or somebody. That shit had me looking sweet out front. Everybody was like, yo, who's that guy that all of these kids are running to? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just natural, bro. Like not even to try to flex. Like that's just
Timothy.
that's just what's gonna happen if we ever really get that kind of shot. Like any little thing they ever gave us, if they gave us a chance to open up for somebody, or they gave us the real venues, or what, if people really stop playing with us and really give us the spotlight, and not give us, but like if they allow us to walk in the building the way we need to, we're gonna get results. You know what I'm saying? If we was opening for everybody coming through town, we would have hella fans like those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause that was November.
I'm just saying, a good artist connects with people, man. You,
That's
you
it, man.
feed energy, but it also it takes time and patience to grow to the level of exciting people. You know what I mean?
And I'm patient,
Yeah,
man.
so-
Like I'm already like
Yeah.
somewhere where I'm like, look, if it don't be me, I'ma set the foundation for whoever after me. And that's why I love Open Gym and doing Open Gym, and that's why I put most of my energy into it, because I believe in Sweezo the way I believe in myself. I believe in Solo, Dino. I believe in, the Loso. I believe in everybody who comes through and is going to give it their all. Everybody got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Like you brought up Justified Freedom. From his first performance to his last joint, it's night and day. And like that confidence extends past the stage. Like
For sure.
you walk around with that the other 6 days of the week. You know what I'm saying?
I love
like,
Justified Freedom.
So
man.
like, you know, it's just important that we keep
Man, I
spreading
love
the
Justified
vibe
Freedom.
through Open Gym to people. Like people ask like, what do you know, they think I just want to get people on and da-da-da. And like, honestly, if it'll get you ready for anything, it's going to get you ready for like real life. Real life as an artist.
Yeah.
He talking.
Yeah.
That,
You know what
y'all
I'm
got
saying?
him talking now.
Nah, for real. Like,
I got that from that. I got that from Open Gym.
This shit-
Yeah.
You got to live besides trying to get on. You
Yeah.
got to live life as an artist too.
y'all creating a situation that people are really appreciating, and I feel like they're at this point needing.
Even if they don't know it.
And
It's a good space, man. It's healthy. It's a healthy space.
I think it not only is good for people beginning that are looking for a roadmap, but it's good for people that think that they're ready to try and get to that next space, because they're going to need to meet people to help them get there.
Yo, this is
Yeah.
good for even people like, you know, I like, this is the podcast. Leakwee, right? When Leakwee came to Open Gym for the first time, Leakwee was ready to quit. She was ready not to do music. She wasn't even coming there to do a song that night.
yeah.
I called her ass up on stage because that's how I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you just walked in and you ain't know, but here, I got your song. You getting up on stage.
You queued up.
You know what I'm saying? You already queued up. I do this shit all the time. We
Was
have
that the block party? Because I remember. I felt like that
this
was
is
No,
good.
this
No,
was years.
This is
ago.
Wicked
Okay,
Bloom
'cause I remember-
This was
2017.
17, yeah.
This
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah. 'Cause
2017.
I remember
Back
the
in the
block
G.
party. I don't even think she knew she was getting on stage.
Nah, she knew. She knew. I put her because I was trying to put 84 Faces. back
Remind
there.
me, I got a
Okay.
nature story to tell.
But
just on who he
this
is.
is what I did for her, and it ignited her, but it also put her and Slater together.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And
that's how
Open
we
Gym.
was running with the wolves after.
That's how we ran with the
Running with
wolves.
the
You know what I'm saying? That's how we damned you and all of that. Like, but also I say that to say, like, you know, it's not, people might think like, oh, you know, Open Gym's amateur hour and that's for people who da-da-da, like they really do. But like, even you artists that are polished, have blue checks, have hella followers, y'all would do very well to get into the space too, and just, if not for anything else, sharpen yourself and come get that love, because you missing out on a lot of support you could be getting. If you're really that polished and you really that,
You gonna shine,
you gonna shine, and people gonna feel that.
and they gonna accept it, absorb it,
That shit
and be a fan.
resonates. It resonates.
It's
Yo,
100%.
but not to scare people away. It's also like, if you're brand new to trying to do anything,
It's open to talent
Yeah.
That's it,
at
and
all levels.
and
Yeah.
it's open to like just energy, bro. Like, the people who just are starting out, they probably get the most out of it, because like there's nowhere
Exactly.
you're gonna go to,
for sure.
and you're just starting and get embraced the
And-
way
But
you will.
don't get
in
scared
Open Gym.
off. That's the thing I'm saying. It's like there might be a lot of artists and people there that like
No,
are doing all
it's
these
a
things,
diverse
boom, boom, boom,
enough
boom.
room
But if you're
where
new,
you can take the room's
Yeah.
consensus as that.
They'll
Like,
be nervous at
and-
first. A lot of people, they like, oh,
Unless
I'm nervous.
it's
But
hard
then
not to
soon-
be when you don't know. Like if you
But soon as
say you're,
soon as it's
you
over,
know,
they like,
totally green.
oh my god, that's
Yeah.
the best nerves
I
I ever
want
got
to, and
over.
I just,
Yeah.
I want to reiterate this because this has been heavily.
It's a
music.
welcoming environment. That's all I was gonna say. People
Absolutely.
are
Respect,
people are
respect.
very
You're not-
receptive. Yeah,
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
heavily music based, but variety is the spice of life. Do not fuck this gumbo up.
Mm-hmm.
The stand-up comedians are welcome.
Yes.
They are. Poets
sure.
are welcome.
Yeah.
Acoustic acts are welcome.
Yes.
All
Dancers
of
are
that
welcome.
is welcome because this isn't all
yeah.
about music.
Magicians.
Come as you are,
Yeah.
you gonna get the love. You
Come
gonna
as
get
you are, do the shit.
them
Don't
networks
do the
and
shit you
connections.
think everybody want to hear, because a lot of people be like, oh, I had to change my song because
Spoken
people was
word.
so lit. Nah, if everybody been doing lit shit all night, do something deep.
Slow that shit down.
Yeah, like bring them
And
to your
speak to
level.
'em.
Yeah, like you got, it's
A
your moment.
torpedo.
So
Those work. Torpedoes actually work really well at Open Gym.
Absolutely.
yeah,
You just come in and cut through.
I was gonna
Just
say,
like, you know what? Oh, the last 5 songs have been turned up.
yeah.
I got a ballad for y'all.
I feel
it's
like
gonna cut.
like Andy Kaufman.
You just
type
got
would
stand up.
crush it at
Yeah,
Open
bro,
Gym.
you gotta do that.
Someone who's
That's
trolling the
you.
audience,
That's
but
you.
it would have to be at the right moment.
That's you.
but-
That's you.
That's me.
That's
No.
you. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing.
you could be
Cause you look like Gallagher and
John G.
Carrot Top.
Kaufman.
You look like
up?
Gallagher and
You
Carrot
just want me to
Top,
read
bro.
a book in front of that crowd for about like I'll say it's
You
one.
can get 3.5
I'll
minutes.
be like, okay. I was like,
An
I was like,
excerpt.
this is my one song, chapter 2.
John G. the First.
Yeah, I don't even know what book. I don't have.
Yeah,
a
we
book
like trolls
memorized,
too,
yeah.
man.
He said we like
And then go
trolls, too.
Hey,
crazy,
bring
bro.
in the
So,
trolls, y'all.
What do we?
And now we unleash the troll.
The trolls paid $10, right? Yeah. They have every
I'm
right
not mad
to
at
be
a
here.
trolley, Tim.
Yeah, they've paid. They got their time.
I'm
Yeah.
not mad at a
3.5
trolley, Tim.
minutes. Yeah.
So where do y'all see this going? Like individually or together 5 years from now? Like y'all both are just beasts on your own. So
That's the other part that we haven't really talked about. Like, I want to be clear. I love this brother. I love that he's the nigga, and to be clear, I love all the niggas that have allotted me an opportunity. Right, I want to say that to be clear. Every nigga that has been like, yo, you got something with what you do, your eye, your vision, whatever. I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Like, I want you to expand in this space, right? It just so happens that Nature Boy gave me the biggest playground. It was like, hey, bro, I need all this shit I've created over here that I don't even know how maybe it connects or how it all works in unison. I need that to happen. And I'd like you to be behind it, right? He gave me that opportunity. And I'm forever chasing the moment where, like, he can't respond to what I did. Whether I created it or not. Because I'm building team and shit, right? But I want to create something where he's like, yo, this is the project. It's going to take place from this date to this date. Because, like, we've gone from, like, a week out productions to 6 months out productions. It's a big difference. And, like, I don't know if we've ever really had that conversation, but we've done that. We've literally gone from a month out to 6 months out productions. And we've done it in a year, which means we've accelerated extremely fast. And so we have to balance the people around us that we consider our team, not always being aware that things are accelerating that fast, and our families and friends not understanding that, while also figuring out a way to be like who those people expect us to be.
Human.
Like the human us, right? Like sometimes we hit each other and I'm like, yo, what you want? And he's like, I'm about to go watch a movie with the fam. And I'm like, got it.
Like
Or he'll hit
once a month or something.
right. Or he'll hit me and I'm like, yeah, I'm actually cooking my daughter dinner.
Right.
And he'd be like, respect. And we have that space with each other, with each other as well, right? And I think that's important for people to know, is that as you grow in these creative spaces, you still have to allow yourself the space to be humans. You know what I'm saying?
Which is so fucking hard for us.
It is, but if we have a really up show, we might give each other
20 hours
not a full day. It's not a full day. He's
to
right.
not talk about anything.
He's right. It's not a full day.
No, miss
It's
that. See the
it's
dap.
it's 20. It's about 20 hours, and then we're like, all right, let's
Yeah.
get back to it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even saying it to say that. I was saying it to say, like, as much as we talk about how much we work, we do try to create balance. Because we both are fathers, we both do have significant others, we both do have family. We still have to find a way to create that balance. But it's a teamwork effort. And we encourage each other as well in those spaces.
And the people around us are heavily invested too. You know,
That's
all
true.
the people he named, it's us all hands on deck.
I think when you come with respect and maturity, and it makes it easier for you guys, because I like I said, being a dad and knowing how you gotta sometimes just do real life stuff and not be able to go through whatever, touch on your passions or all that other stuff. Sometimes you just gotta lock into this area. So it's times where something is small to me, I won't call him or you about, because I'm like, yo, these guys got a lot on their plate. I'm gonna catch them when I catch them. But I know that you guys are also available because you're very approachable. But to respect that and know that, oh, my man's cooking dinner, I can't have him listen to this beat I just made. Oh, my man is with his, they out shopping. He can't come pick me up because my car broke down. Some shit like that.
Right.
Like, you got to understand, people are very busy.
But
respect it.
But
And
we,
not
but
know
we
that they
fucking
trying to leave
machines
y'all.
too.
Yeah.
We fucking machines too. Like, for real, he made it sound real warm and cool, but we gotta try to be that. Like, it's an everyday job not to fucking work on this shit tirelessly and obsessively. Like, I'm giving you this the podcast where I gotta keep adding, like, we don't get to talk like this much, right? So and this is for niggas to understand, like, because a lot of people get to have fun when we do what we do too, and they get to enjoy the ride and they get to look sweet and all of that, and we working, you know what I'm saying,
at all times.
And I'm saying this because everybody that's around us, everybody that fuck with us, need to understand, like, there's plenty of seats to sit at, whether it's a part-time seat, a full-time seat, whether it's
Internship seat,
a little splugga-da-da, and a lot of blah, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something, and it's that big, because you asked, the question that sparked this off is, like, where you see this going. Like, Open Gym right now is a showcase platform. It's a mentorship. It's a church. Some people call it church. You know what I'm saying? It's a community. We're promoting shows now, paying artists to come in town. But when you think of Open Gym, think about Open Gym when Amazon was at its book stages. And now think about what Amazon is now.
Netflix used to mail DVDs.
Not John G understand where I'm going with this. Like, Open Gym is in its Amazon book phase. Open Gym is in its Netflix mail DVD to your house phase. That's what Open Gym is now. Open Gym will be Amazon and what Netflix is soon enough. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how big the energy is around this. Like, we're gonna do shows and all that, but, like, even starting next month, we about to start doing things that are fitness and workout. We're about to start doing 30-minute, 60-minute boot camps. We about to start doing fucking Zumba and shit like that, because we bring you out to put drinks and food in you and get you drunk. We want to put some other type of energy in your life too.
But if y'all look at the footage, the 2 reviews, y'all can see Nature Boy make this transition, and he like a whole new athlete, like he trying to get a contract or something out here.
I'm trying to get a motherfucking
the reps in, man.
Yeah.
He said he wants scholarship.
I'm trying to get a scholarship.
They out here.
He wants education.
But yeah, like, we like, just so people know, to end it off, like, we not fucking playing.
No.
And this open mic shit is cute in comparison to what the fuck I really want to do with this shit. So just understand, if you really about that, then you can always fuck with me. But people need to understand, as we get more serious about what we doing, it's gonna feel that way too. So it don't got nothing to do with us being too busy for this and busy for that. If we locked in on the right shit together, we all gonna be on that. And that's just something we hope that gets more contagious than shuns people off.
Exactly.
Because it's like the other day, and I said this to Jay, I was so happy to see Slippers embrace the Stove God show like his own. I love that. I love to see him be like, yeah, we doing, like, it felt like you was proud of us. You know what I'm saying? And I know you've been proud of us and you've always been vocal about it. But when you was like, yeah, we doing this, you getting a ticket, I was like, yes. That's what the fuck everybody around, because it is ours. It is ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is ours, bro. Like, so if we all moving with that mindset and that fierce attitude, like, this is ours, niggas gonna believe us, and everybody gonna start falling in line on that type of time, because that's what we need. The rest of this shit, it's a lot of smoky mirrors, and it ain't on the foundation. It ain't as pure as this shit is. Y'all
Bro.
know the niggas. Y'all know the niggas mindset and heart that's really running this, and we can't be bought. We can't be swayed because of public opinion. You know who's at the forefront of this shit. So if you're not gonna fuck with that, who you gonna fuck with? Who you gonna fuck with?
Who?
Because we coming with you.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. Did you ever think when we was fucking around in the basement, we'd be booking the artists we're currently fans
That we
of?
like.
Like, we like this nigga actively.
Yeah.
We like his music actively right now.
We've
As
been
he's putting it out.
brainwashing people that hang around us to listen to the fucking music months out. We called this shit last winter that we were gonna book this nigga.
This shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Why the reason why I
Like, real
say
shit.
to me this is like Foot Locker. This is like Foot Locker all over again. Like the shit he was doing at that store he wasn't supposed to be doing. He was getting LeBrons that wasn't supposed to be nowhere on this coast. Like the thing, like, so it's like to take this, it's like, bro, y'all yeah. So I knew this was possible, but it feels surreal. It really does.
it's very real.
Yeah.
And it's
Very,
about to
very.
get realer. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't simulate what we doing and like
And we so locked in.
and whoever hating on it, whoever don't understand it, so they set false narratives, whatever. Whoever think we on some bullshit, call our bluff.
Sweezo in here, he know.
You know what
Sweezo
I'm
be
saying?
around.
Yeah, like everybody.
Is
and then
niggas not locked in?
everybody
Niggas is
standing on it too,
locked
bro.
in.
Cause we don't got like all the things you mentioned about
What
family, about kid. We don't have time to play with you niggas. Let's be real. Like I have to try to be human because I don't have time
To play with you,
to
nigga.
play around about this. Like, and we black sheep, bruh. I'm not welcome with open arms in all these different arenas and spaces. Like
Same
people
here.
look at me as a threat. They look at me as whatever. Like you said, the big bad wolf, right? But it's based off of the fact that they know I'm gonna be in them same rooms they in, but I didn't get there the same way they did. They got there with somebody, off something. I got me in there.
All right.
That's scary to people. You gotta
Yeah.
understand.
It
It's
is.
scary to people to be
Hey,
like,
when
how
you
did
walk
this-
in there like that,
how did this
'Cause you
nigga
can
get
walk
here?
different. You don't answer to this.
I don't answer
Bro.
to the
nobody.
same thing. I
It's
don't
just-
play industry
Bro.
nice with people. I don't do none of that shit.
Listen.
What we on?
listen, you done walked into different rooms with different people leading you in the room.
Mm.
You know what it is when you walk in the room with us. All I'm saying.
Period.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's this. I'm saying you know what it is when we not even gonna bring you unless you are absolutely gonna be treated as a god. And you know why you gonna be treated that way? Because they treat us that way.
Respectfully.
And everybody that's with us. You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully.
But we don't even walk into rooms looking to be treated that way unless we know we've earned it.
That's it.
And
There's
we
no
do the work
entitlement
to
here,
get
man.
that.
There's no
We do the work
entitlement
to get
here.
that, bro.
And the dopest part about all of this and this crazy ass climate we've been in, this shit was all done organically. Ain't nothing clout about this.
Nope.
They should be afraid
Because of that.
if a nigga ever get clout or ever
Clout.
get the bag. Because it's been done without the
Clout.
bag or clout. Everything we made out of enough. Like, I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, they
This
should
shit
be
was made
very
off of
afraid.
ambition.
They should be very afraid when the bag come and when the clout come. Because we not about to be geeked off of no clout. We come from something different. You know what I'm saying? So that clout ain't about to change nothing but create another way for us to make this shit bigger. Like, niggas don't use clout the right way.
You hear me?
It's too many clout having niggas that's broke. And they broke inside, broke in their pockets.
Well,
however you wanna say it.
clout don't cost.
Man, listen.
You ain't like that, ain't?
We got any more questions?
Yeah, do we?
'Cause I feel like
we
I feel like we
think
go
I
another
asked
3 hours
all of
when I'm
them,
on.
and I feel like even the ones I didn't ask, they were still answered. So,
Right.
do you have any questions, Sweezo?
Yo, real quick, I just want to let you know I just bought my Stove God ticket live on the air.
Hey, shout out to John G.
Yes, sir. Did you get your Stove God tickets right now?
Did you get your Stove God ticket today? If not, you're missing your nutrients.
Your nutrients.
I only like planting the seeds with open gym.
Wait. Come over here.
I was about to
Either side, yeah. Just I want your question to be heard, bro. This is Real Old Red God Sweezo asking a question here.
So like, not only just planting the seeds with open gym as the brand, how does it feel like? I've seen so many artists on their first year, like the Blasians. Not their first year, maybe doing music, but just like jumping out there, and I'm gonna roll with it.
Okay.
Blasians, Miss Trini, even down to Noah Light.
Yeah.
All these people. How do you feel about being a part of so many people's story in the biggest way possible? Because every time they get off a stage, it's like, this is the best show I've ever been on.
I'll let you answer first.
Damn, I was trying to pass it to you first.
I'll go first then. Fuck it.
Yeah, you go first.
Yo, like when you just move with the purpose that we do, like my goal is not to be a part of everybody's story, but everybody I come across, I want to be impactful to their lives in the best way possible. So sometimes that might be actually doing something actively, like in an action. Sometimes it's just talking to people, saying the right things, because like, you know, what you say to somebody can spark the next genius or the next thing to do something greater than you ever thought you could do. You know what I'm saying? And I just understand impact. I've always been about impact. So how I feel about that is like, I feel like I'm doing exactly what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't always feel like I should be rapping. I don't always feel like I should be doing anything I do. But I always feel like I should be impactful if I'm going to talk to people, if I'm going to be in their life, it's to be an impact in the best way possible. And that's all different. So people, whether they like it or not, because there's people out here who hate how much we in everybody's story. People shout us out. People show love. There's people who can't stand that. But they just going to have to deal with it because that's how we move.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That's
It'd be
how
so
we move.
spicy. It'd be well seasoned. For me, I think for me, kind of to his point, like it's important to be impactful more than be named. Right? Like I made it into a Sweezo bar in 2022. I've been around you since what? 2017, 18?
Yeah, 17, like probably the end of 17.
Right. So it come when it come. I enjoyed that. That made my day. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's the same thing when he threw an everyday weekend bar on the line years and years and years ago. Those things are impactful, but ultimately I'm here to do the job that I feel I was assigned to do, which is support artists in this community and make sure that their product is presented in the best way possible, whether it's through my creative or not. I'll plug you with the right person. I'm not stingy that way. If I'm like, yo, I appreciate you coming to me, but you came to me because I'm gonna do this. This nigga over here is gonna, or not to say niggas, I don't know, sex based, but this man or woman over here is gonna do a better job at creating what you're looking for than me. I'm totally fine with that. And I'll just direct where I can, like, yo, nah, that's not it, because you don't know him as well as I do. You got to tweak this. But, like, I'm ultimately about the end goal. Like Nature said on the Breaking Bud cover. I shot it. I could have done the art. I didn't. When he sent me the art, I had no complaints. I was like, that's it. Let's go. And he knows that about me. As much as I can do graphic shit, if it's good or good enough, depending on what we're dealing with, like project art is a little different. But like a show or some shit like that, if it's good enough, I'm not looking for extra work. If it'll work, it'll work. Because he's got enough things that he's sending me to do where I don't need that. I'm not begging for work that way. So if I say something, it's either it's so far gone we can't do nothing with it, or the person that did it isn't willing to work with us in the time frame, so something else has got to happen, and then I do something myself. Other than that, we willing to work. But we will be represented a certain way at this juncture because we work for it. Mm-hmm. And the gang is they get that passed down privilege. You know what I'm saying? Whether if you gang with us, whether it's your first project or your 12th, you get the right of refusal. We gonna make it right.
And that was the craziest thing about this whole thing, because I was sitting there listening, and even in a point in my career, in the very early stages, I heard about Open Gym. And I felt like, you know, fuck all these like open mics, fuck every type of show. I'm tired of dealing with the same bullshit until the time presented itself to step out there and really do it. And then that was one of the best career pivotal moments of my career thus far.
So I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all on that new track y'all did together. You produced it, Nature, and Sweezo, you rapping. And when you gave me a shout out, right? I appreciate that, and that was great. I really enjoyed that. But the 2 lines after that, you said something about me and doing the graphic, and you was gonna pay me out the advance, which I knew meant my check was gonna be bigger. That's slick. And then you said something. I don't know what you said after that.
He said something about like it's planted, and then he said
seen this shit coming, couldn't even plant it. Planted seeds with nature, so it grew organic.
Right, and I remember that line, that second line, planted seeds with nature, so it grew organic. Right, so you started at your introduction to me and how we clicked up, and then you said something in the middle, and then you said how you clicked up with nature, right? And that line for me hit different because at the time your management was Jewelry Boy, and Jewelry Boy came to me. And it was like, yo, we trying to get more shows for Sweezo, woo, woo, woo. And I was like, well, Nature does Open Gym, yada, 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 yada. And the first time I said it, they played me 50. I was like, okay, cool, not a problem. And then I think somewhere in there, they had paid attention to what was going on over there. I wasn't involved yet. It was just you doing whatever you was doing.
yeah.
And then they was like, yo, we trying to get with Nature Boy. And I was like, yeah, that's my man. What y'all trying to do? And he was like, that's your man? And I was like, because the energy had switched. I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's my man. And it was like, man, we trying to get Sweezo over there. I said, well, look, I fuck with Sweezo. So I could get y'all over there once, or y'all can get y'all over there whenever y'all want. But if y'all want to be over there whenever y'all want, you can't play with him. He's not for that. Whatever you do, playing with him, he gonna see through it. So you either gotta be all the way in with Open Gym or all the way out. And I can't even put my name on it till y'all go over there and do what y'all gonna do.
Yeah.
And y'all went over there and did appropriately, and now y'all had a relationship y'all have. So to see it go from we don't even know how to approach Nature Boy to planted seeds with nature so it grew organic. I love that because that's a true. There's no cap in your rap.
I'm taking credit for some of this. Because you know, when we started this, I was the hugest Sweezo endorser. I would not let you let that shit go. From Velvet Lounge to now, I was like,
thank God,
do not let him go anywhere.
Hey.
But bro,
and I went to the Sweezo Land joint at Lance's joint. I was mixing some records, and they had their release party, and I went in there, and I kind of stood in the back, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I fuck with what he got going on." You know,
I remember that.
And so yeah, like you know, that's a big thing to like really point out, just especially with people, because a lot of, like, bro, like even with this Stove God shit, you know what I'm saying? It's more people reaching out to me to open than support me, than support us. You know what I'm saying? Like real
That's real.
Real rap, no cap. Like, it's more people who want to get involved and benefit off the situation than who actually want to support good niggas. And that's going to be for the rest of our life. You know what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate.
It is what it is. And, I take responsibility because of the way I usually present myself, which is, it's opportunity around me. So, but people got to understand how important it is to get with people on the ground level. And just sometimes all it takes is just getting on someone else's page for a minute, seeing what they got going on, and just fucking with them organically. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I think y'all be on fast forward too much where you just want this shit to, like, if I link up with you, it's gotta whoop, whoop, whoop. And if it don't work out in, like, 30 to 60 days, I'm out.
One day we gonna tell y'all the story of how we booked these first two artists. We'll tell y'all the story of how we booked Lucky and how we booked Stove and how that shit really works. Cause you niggas are delusional. I love y'all. I want y'all to be successful. I want y'all to win. But a lot of what y'all think happens out here, y'all are delusional. And it's really on some grown ass man activity.
As the host of this episode, my job with this interview, like if you was a person producing or directing a documentary, you can lead the people in the way you want them to be led. You tell them the way you want that story to be told. And one of my jobs was to try to erase a lot of misconceptions that people might think or come up with when it's
we work hard, bro. Y'all be like, we don't ever see y'all outside. Y'all don't see us outside where y'all be outside. And that's not a shot. We're at this point busier than y'all could think of. And so it puts us in a spot where we're either at our events or somewhere where we can bring something back to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And very, very rarely at this point are we at something just because we just wanted to support. Yeah. Like, we got to do that this past weekend.
This past weekend for the first time
in months.
Yeah,
we just went to the homie Tay Evans showcase in Baltimore. And we saw a bunch of homies, and everybody, as soon as I was putting the phone out and recording people, everybody was like, "Oh, bro, get me on the show." I'm like, nigga, I'm literally out.
This is my leisure.
I'm literally out supporting somebody.
Yeah.
I had to tell somebody,
I'm a
like,
fan
they
today.
like, yo, how do I get? I'm like, yo, go outside.
Yeah, I'm a fan today. Leave me alone.
And I'm a
we
fan.
were just there supporting
I'm a fan
people
of this
and
every
artists
day.
and the community.
That's what people forget.
We weren't there for anything else. We weren't there to be. We was
We
very
went to a
low
Joey
key.
Badass show the other week.
We pulled up late. Like, we did everything we could.
Went to a Joey Badass show every week, right? The other week, right? I wasn't planning to go to a Joey Badass show. I've seen Joey a lot. I think he's a great in concert, but I wasn't. This was one day where I didn't have anything to do. His engineer and tour manager is somebody I played with a band. We were both in a band in New York. So he was like the auxiliary percussionist, right? Probably lightest dude in the band. But he was a great engineer. So he's been Joey's engineer for like 5+ years. You know what I'm saying? And now he's his tour manager. So, like, I'm telling people this because it's like, who you meet people as today
It's
is
not
who they gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or the next day. And if you're not building this shit with who they are today, don't expect to walk in their life tomorrow and have any type of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's where people, like, it's sometimes I don't understand how audacious people really are. Like, how they really have the audacity to never have talked to me, never have come to an open gym, never supported anything we do, but have the audacity to DM me and ask me, can they get on one of my biggest events that I'm having this year?
And lead it with, "Hey, bro."
Like,
Hey, bro.
hey, bro.
Oh, hey, how much to open?
What? Not even how much. It ain't even like, I would respect it more if you was like, yo, how much? So I could tell you, like, yo, it ain't really about that. Like, literally come in, like, y'all looking for openers, you did it. And I'd be like, no, but if we we're going to pull from people who are active with the open gym platform, people who I know and trust, who understand the gravity of my situation, who be like, yo, this is Nature's second production as open gym, I need to make sure that I'm impactful to his situation so he could do it more, because we want niggas like him to do it more. If y'all are cool with,
that's a nigga I can trust.
if y'all wanted to keep being Live Nation and Bliss and all these other places who ain't fucking with you unless A, you got the buzz big enough to talk to them, or payola, then keep treating this shit the way you treating it. But if you really want to support some shit from the ground level, y'all need to open y'all fucking eyes and stop being so opportunistic about shit and come in with the mind to be impactful.
You hear me?
If anybody came to me, nobody came to my joint like, look, I could get 50 to 100 people out to your event. Are you looking for openers? Then a nigga got to think about it. Because now you worried about what I'm worried about too. I want to put everybody on the stage that I fuck with in front of Stove God. One, it has to match sonically, because if they come to see him and I put openers on before him, it's gotta aesthetically make sense.
You can't put Tory Lanez on before Stove God.
Like, you can't put certain people, you know what I mean?
Yo.
So that's gotta make sense. Number two, I paid a lot of money for this dude to come into town.
Talk that talk, King.
So I need to recoup.
That's real.
Not have 60 fucking openers open for somebody and y'all bringing nobody. So that's the point I'm trying to make, is like, yo, when you build these relationships with people, if you want to get on an actual real level with a person like me or whoever, because I ain't the end all be all, it's other niggas like that. But in my experience in the industry, you don't get next to these people with can I, me. It's people, you got to be ready to go to a nigga that's richer than you, that can do more about shit than you can, and still be ready to come to him like, this is what I can do.
Yes, sir.
You got to be ready for that. He could buy your life. He got the resources that could change your life. You got to come to the table with, yeah, you could do all that, but I got this.
Open Gym asked a question a little while ago. It was an open question. Anybody could respond. And it said, who do you feel like you match up with sonically to open for?
I just archived that.
And I don't think many people
Thank
really
God.
understood that. And I'm like, this
DMs
is
is
the
going
shit
crazy.
y'all need to pay attention to if y'all want to be so-called artists and musicians, because
They only think of themselves as artists. They don't think
It's-
of musicians. Know themselves to be
Like-
a product.
and I feel like the reason why you get the DMs from people you've never heard of to be like, yo, bro, how much? Is because what's
They never asked
happening
me how
now.
much. I'm sorry, I just want to clear that up. Nobody ever asked me how much money they want to give me. Go on.
Oh, no, but all right.
Niggas cheat. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, like, I think this
Niggas
is so
weird. Niggas
different,
chank.
and people are not used to what's going on because people are so used to getting dicked around or getting charged or getting. So when they come to you, that might be the only way they know how,
Absolutely.
because they don't know that there's like, bro, we're not here for that.
Yeah, they gonna learn today though.
And it's gaslighting, because a lot of artists now, they get told that, oh, you're so great that you can be in front of anybody and they'll clash and do this.
They don't
but-
pay enough. They not enough. They not self-aware enough to be like. Because when I asked that question, I was almost just blown away at people's answers, like who they really thought that they could line up with them with musically.
And I felt like you didn't share some because it was probably a little embarrassing.
It was really like, yo, I think y'all just missed it. Like, which happens a lot with questions I ask on Open John. I be like, y'all be missing it so much. But it's like what I found out of more so than them missing it is like people don't even know who they sonically matched up with that isn't huge already. Niggas was saying like Kanye, Travis Scott. Fuck, like, you know, niggas was naming the
niggas are
biggest
not
niggas in life.
gone.
I'm like, and just
None
to
of
be
us are.
honest, I was like, yo, I feel you, what you trying to make your music sound like, but okay, let's take it if you were lined up with them musically. Who is the next one of them that's B level,
Right above you.
C level, right above, that'll probably land at a fucking Songbird, or that'll probably land at a Fillmore, or that, like, who, because you're not, like, I'm sorry, your
Travis is not coming to the Fillmore.
your business practices, no, just your business practices and how you even approach the game, you will never align with those people because you don't even take yourself serious enough to know who you sonically align with. You're not a student enough of the culture to know who's those people on the B and C level that I could actually touch. You only know who you're trying to model your music after and you're way off. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yeah,
question
that's the
just
thing.
like, it just, the answers was just like, damn, y'all niggas really like don't go past like just shoot for the fucking stars and land on the moon. But my nigga, y'all shooting for moving comets. Y'all are shooting for astros. Like
It's
y'all are
moving
not
targets?
even,
Shout out
like
to
y'all not
Astro
even,
World.
you know what I'm saying? You're not even doing the research. You want to go to Fillmore to perform, but you haven't been to a Fillmore show ever. You've never stepped foot in these
Ever.
places. People wanted to be on the Broccoli City stage and never paid for a ticket to go to Broccoli City. Like, that's my point. Is like what people are willing to do and not do don't never match up with the situations they want to acquire. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I be having that type of energy for people who just are audacious enough to just hit me up and ask me, somebody they never met, never even introduced, hey, I'm such and such. This is what I do. I do this week. I bring this many people up. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Nah,
Nice to meet you. Glad to see what you doing.
never that energy.
It's never that. It's always like they follow me, and before I even follow them back, I just always check my requested joint to just be like, I know I can already tell who has a message waiting for me after they follow me. And it's like they send me my post that they didn't even comment on or like or nothing and be like, are you looking for people to open up for this shit? Come, y'all be ruining yourselves. I'm not even nobody to do that with y'all. So I know if you doing it with me, you doing it with somebody who ain't even they brushing that shit all. They like, nigga, these bush league ass niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Middle of mall
so
ass niggas.
I be saying that shit to niggas, so it's like, yo,
Middle
y'all
of
gotta
mall.
really be more self-aware.
Pierce up a golden chain.
It's a thing to be self-centered, and there's a thing to be self-aware. You gotta be self-aware enough to know where you are sonically, where you are on a business level, and who the fuck you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? Because if I have the power to make you open for somebody you so-called really want to, and you didn't even greet, right?
No,
Come on.
bruh. DMs
Oh, the devil.
be in shambles. I can't be no more serious with y'all. The DMs be in shambles. I see mine. Never mind. I'm not even about to tell y'all who's I see. I see enough DMs.
He got my personal page and open gym.
How am I gonna tell y'all that?
And he be trying to catch shit before cause he know I just be like, oh, and he just be trying to like, it's in shambles.
So many of y'all don't even know that you've been saved because you said some wild shit,
Yeah.
and
full
I got
circle.
to it first
Full circle. This is
and
the
said something pleasant.
duality because the big bad wolf, but he's
He's not the big bad wolf,
But y'all
are
making him the
wild.
big bad wolf. Y'all
No,
make
wait, nah, bro, because we not gonna get him that cloak. We not they can't get that blanket. Y'all are wrong in how you approach. If you're gonna present yourself to the DMs of someone who you want to do business with, but do not follow, do not engage with, do not interact with, right? You got to be careful, right?
Don't treat it like an IG slut.
All right.
So,
So here's the thing: we know that you're new here. You know why? It's your first fucking message.
Number one,
It's easy. We not doing nothing extra.
Yeah, we probably got to accept it.
I go right in the thread and I just be like,
It's your
what
first
has this
fucking
person
message.
only said to me? And it
And it always be,
hey, bro.
hey, bro. Yo. All right, so we start
Cookouts
there.
have we been to together?
Then it only gets worse. We respond with some light shit usually. Yo,
was good.
what's up? What's good?
They
It's
got
all-
your attention. Oh shit, they responded. Okay.
It's very short on syllables. At this point, I'm gonna give y'all this game and then we gonna end this segment.
Yeah, because we gonna have to just do another episode.
This is it. This is what happens. At this point in the questioning, you proceed to tell us a paragraph of shit. Off the first, it's the same. I know this happens to y'all with women. You be like, "Hey, sweetheart," and then she look up, and then you proceed to tell her everything that's wrong with you emotionally. you tell her why you got a therapist immediately.
Pull the speech out your back.
And then it goes crazy. And that's what y'all do with us too. First of all, I promise you we're not gonna fuck you. That's the first thing. The second thing is that's too much for anybody. Nobody wants to take on like a
You're trying to have a crash course,
like 45-second dissertation of your life.
Relationship. You're trying to do this all, and that's all I'm saying is like, you know, it's just not where it is. And like for real, that's how y'all get finessed. Cause a nigga see that and be like, all right, bet.
Well, let's talk. Go ahead.
Let's talk. Yeah, talk. Okay, it costs this much. And for real, a lot of y'all that'll shut y'all up. Like, we start talking money, then, oh, this is a scam. Y'all niggas.
All right, cool.
But it's like, yo, you literally are just coming to me for something to benefit you. I don't know you. You don't support what we doing. You don't even know why we do what we do. You just seen something that maybe you could look sweet on.
Glittery.
And then that's it. But, you know,
Same people
that's
got
a
their
whole
paycheck.
that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother podcast. Like, we might have to start taking 2 reviews on some podcast shit like this, where we just really once a month come together and just really chat and just pod, man. Cause I mean, we could pod off the DMs alone. I could literally just read my DMs.
And we read all the things that come into the DMs on these pages.
And niggas
Y'all
will
gotta
be
do
mad
2 reviews on that review each thread.
We're gonna do 2 reviews DMs. We're gonna review DMs.
Review the DMs.
But nah, man, this
Get a
you know,
KD now.
I think it would be a good way to end this off. Is like this is Open Gym and the Everyday Weekends 5th year coming up in August. We'll be here for 5 years, and you know, it's a beautiful thing because so many nights we wanted to stop. So many times, you know, we got hated on. We got, you know, people trying to slow up the situation, all of that, and we just kept going, and we gonna keep going. And we appreciate like between the 12 and 20 people that really just sat and listened to us talk our shit, because we definitely had to give each other flowers, like
Love you, bro.
on, you know what I'm saying? I love you too. I love all of the people we have in here. I love everybody that's been watching, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just know, like, we not fucking playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I have to keep bringing it back to that, but we just not playing. So if you not playing about us like we not playing about you, we gonna go far. And we got so much more to do. But it's a pleasure to be here doing something for 5 years plus. Most people can't make it past 5 minutes or 5 days. You know what I'm saying? And we really been we've been going through. We went through a worldwide pandemic. We still going through it. You know, it's still places you can't get in to fuck with us unless you gotta. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But yeah, like, you know, there's still shit we going through now, and we still, you know, it's harder to get out and enjoy yourselves and do what we do because there's a lot of shit that you put at risk doing so. So, like, you know, we just appreciate everybody who having these moments with us, and we plan on keeping it going. And, yeah, man, we going to have to do some more podding because obviously there's a lot of shit on our chest we need to get off.
Yo, John's podcast has a posse, y'all. I need some more reviews, 5
Free
stars.
drops.
Yo,
Got you.
Capo, Captain Slippers, they've been guests. So
Yes,
check that shit out, for real.
Listen, man, it's only right if I end this
JP.
thing. We didn't talk a lot of talk. It's only right if I end this thing on some Godfather shit.
Appreciate y'all, man.
This track is called YGB.
Young, gifted, black.
You hear me? Let's go.
Godfather. This was gonna be my last album, but then I was like, why would I do that? Yeah.
It's your boy, the beat.
pops tired of seeing me hurting, want me to give it up. My mom's turned me on from heaven, want me to live it up. God put this weight on my shoulders, know I can lift it up. I just want everyone to sit down and listen up. Studying the game from afar, realize it's missing us. Snuck in inconspicuous, but they know that. Niggas thinking they rap better, but to me they are not better. I could do this shit in my sleep, I even that better. Ruin a nigga whole day, I'm like bad weather. Ruin a nigga day like a cracker that said nigga. They ain't see me coming like a side nigga. My niggas believed in me like they side betting. One man trifecta. They know that too though. Any beat I'm digesting, no digressing, I'm dissecting pounds and distributing them to make life better. They done fucked around and they done made me mad. I went to school in Howard County, but my baby's black. Maniac on the mic and obtain feedback. I did it from the heart, they ain't gotta pay me back. Doing me should be on my eulogy. If not me, then who? Anybody on the menu. They just food to me. They just niggas talking, the liquor talking, no proof to me. Niggas talking what they used to be but never was. Usually and true indeed. Anything I say, you will see the bitch I'm tight when she with you, but she loose with me.
Hey, Nature, talk that talk, cuz.
Damn.
One more. Hey, y'all ever wear blouses? From time to time, have you ever worn a blouse? Gentlemen, I was just wondering if when you called game, were you ever wearing a blouse? Hey!
Oh, his blouses go hard for real.
Game blouses. Game blouses. Game blouses.
Album mode, I'm in the club, writing on my phone. Shots off the top, but it ain't a drone. Pulled up solo, but I ain't alone. Won't move for nothing less than an O. Had your bitch and let her go, but I set the tone. Now it's hard for her to go back to the shit she know. I just met a grow, about to get it flown. I just read up, I could've bought a home. Booked another show again, now I'm on the road again. I'm away from home again, she sending news to the phone again.
Hey!
Niggas ain't slime, they Nickelodeon. Niggas wanna step but never elevate. Niggas waiting in the wing, niggas featherweight. Undisputed heavyweight, take the food, scrape the plate before I ever wait. Hit the strings and meditate. I used to sell Mary Kate. R.I.P. to Bob Saget. Whole nation in rhythm like Janet. Executed after I planned it. Not just the best in the city, the whole planet.
For the 5 years, I need y'all right here.
A real thoroughbred, Prince of Purple Thread.
Right here.
Gang blouses.
Right here, I need y'all. Hey.
Gang blouses.
Yes. It's been 5 wonderful years. Right here at the BASSLINE podcast. From day one to day infinity, I've been your host, Capo. I had plenty gang in here with me. Gang. But one thing I'm gonna bring you.
I keep my head up high.
That's my heart.
And try to do the things that a good man should.
Y'all about to play with me. I'm that.
I say what I want. I'm putting these passive aggressive niggas in blunts.
Empathy.
Irritable, I ain't seen my son in a month. Son's mother still mad, she ain't the one that I want. Every day I'm asking, man, what have I done? But what's done is done. Nigga made a 1-to-1.
None before, none to come. Now run my funds. I'm only gonna
say it once. They tried to push me to the back with the blacks. Killed them with the kindness.
Never could
smiling
you ever.
with the gold fronts. Little nigga don't touch.
The
No
BASSLINE
chemistry.
podcast.
I don't mix with the weak. You only bring something to the table periodically. Plug push the price up, so I'm studying botany. Down badly, crown heavy, getting to it before it got to me. Sitting up wide awake, watching my son sleep. Looking for a moment of peace, but it don't come cheap. Been on one since year ones and onesies. Good with the paper, nigga, give me a Dundee. I'm cut from another cloth, doing things they never thought. Everything's a win or a lesson, like Mayweather, I never lost. Trying to think better thoughts, let go of all the negative. No more negligence, my mindset's executive.
I don't. I can be his capo. I don't have to be his proof. I can be his capo.
Everything's a win or a lesson. What if I told you that I love you, but I ain't in love with you?
Talk to him.
Used to fuck you and all, but now I can't fuck with you. You tried to treat me like I was one of these other niggas. Might as well go and get you one of these other niggas. We was vibing, but now we out of tune. Had a little rhythm going now. All we got is blues, another sad song. Real emotions delivered wrong. We was supposed to be being Sean. Now we Daniel with Solange, so long. Hoping we can be friends, though it sounds cliche. Unfortunately, you can't have cake and eat cake. Hoping we can be friends, but it sounds cliche. Unfortunately, yeah, I got a lot of love for you. Still sending prayers up for you, but I can't be with you. Oh no, I can't be with you. I put all my trust in you. Now I'm feeling dumb for trusting you. That's why I can't be with you. No, I can't be with you. Never wore designer, but I always been creative. 10 toes down in every situation. No complaining, niggas wasn't carrying their own weight, but still gaining. Ignored it though it was blatant. I never broke the cadence. Never counted no favors, but when I needed you to hold me down, you never was a nigga. Shit ain't work out. Now she tryna work you. All you want is your peace. She doing everything to disturb you. Nature, she know if she take away your seed, it'll hurt you. Dirt through on your name, but patience is a virtue. But you sick and tired of FaceTime and spending time virtual. You think you both love the kid, there's nothing you can't work through. But that'll never be the case. You gon' see their true side when they don't get their way. Looking for direction, but this life don't come with no ways. Hoping it's a phase, can't help it, feeling helpless. So all you do is got a lot of love for you. Still sending prayers up for you, but I can't be with you. Oh no, I can't be with you. I put all my trust in you. Now I'm feeling dumb for trusting you. That's why I can't be with you. No, I can't be with you.
Nature Boy is not a bitch. My artist is one of them. I definitely was.
That's a bet out of this.
I was definitely claiming Nature before Nature knew I was claiming him. Like on some like, I
Usually get lit, trying to forget July 2014. It left me numb like morphine. Since then, ain't really been no more me. Since then, them demons been up on me. Lost my angel, and my heart's disabled. Turning up so much that it was almost fatal. That week, heaven almost gained too. Family looking at me like nature boys that just ain't you. But they know deep down there change too. Every day it still feel like that pain new. Pain don't go anywhere, just
shit. He's why this past weekend when we was in Baltimore and Jay Sav called Solo out and Jay Sav was in Solo shit like this on the mic.
Yo.
It wasn't like that because
Yeah.
Am I lying?
Yeah.
She was in her chest.
He's not lying.
Right? And I was like, oh shit. I don't know what Solo gonna do because I never seen Solo in a volatile situation like that.
We live.
And oh shit, we still live. That's cool.
Now fucking tell the story.
So
this was great.
I
Cause Jay Savage can rap.
because Jay like it's not about Solo. It's about I know Jay Sav is serious.
Yeah.
She's not like we. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all. Just since we talking real shit, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. We definitely put you niggas in categories of like hobbyist and non, right? And we don't put Jay Sav in the hobbyist category. She's serious. She She's serious, right? And look, we got more viewers than we had all night. So so we didn't have Jay Sav in the slouch category at all, right? But we really just came out here to support Dino. We not even here for no smoke. You know what I'm saying? So then I found out Solo signed up for the list too. They had an open mic segment,
I was like,
right?
what the fuck?
So they called Jay Sav to the mic first, right? So Jay Sav go up there and she bout it, and she in Solo chest, like she right at Solo chest, like I'm right here, I'm rapping to your face. Woo, 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 woo. I'm
Use the slogan and everything, because that was how it started.
That's how it started. Was off
like
them
you already
being.
know what the fuck going on.
That's both of their
that's
thing,
both of
right?
Oh, they had an open mic though. What I heard.
Right. So, but that's what was going on, right? So I'm like, I'm here for the shits. So I didn't know that their names was on the list back to back. So after Jay Sav went, Solo went. Solo do, what's the first joint called?
Red light.
Not
red light. Both feet in.
Both feet in. I'm moving with both feet.
Picking it up on the
Yeah, that joint, right? And then she did F&N, right? And so Jay Sav was on some, before this joint, she's like, man, you don't even know I got shit you ain't never heard, woo, woo, yeah. And I'm like, that's probably true. But I don't think you've heard all of Solo shit. So they going back and forth. I'm just like, all right, we're going to see what this happens. So Jay Sav did her 2 joints. And her 2 joints was tough. They was tough.
Jay Savage is tough, bro.
Jay Sav.
She coming on a Nature Boy beat.
Yeah,
Jay Sav.
I
I don't want this to sound like I'm shitting on Jay Sav. I love as the guy that speaks on DMV artists from a DMV podcast. Jay Sav is certified from the BASSLINE podcast. She is solid.
First of all, we live.
Very, very. Hold on, let me.
First of all, we live.
She was that night and has been very, very solid, right? She spanked shit. But Solo came on and did, what's the joint nation? You said it?
F&N.
Both feet.
Both feet, and then she did F&N to follow it.
Cause you know sometimes people think it's just like for my heart and my chest. Like they don't be knowing like
Solo go
rapping.
crazy.
Fuck, nigga, no.
They don't be no.
So
shorty
Solo
be
did
rapping.
both of them jumps back to back, right? And Jay Sav fight me. We could fight in the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find a woman to fight you because I'm not gonna fight you because you're a woman.
It better not be that skinny girl with the red hair.
But I'm just telling you, you know I seen you say this shit. She said, Solo, you got it. I'm not gonna say you already know what the fuck going on no more cause you did that tonight. And that was their agreement. So, you heard it here first. BASSLINE Podcast, episode, whatever the fuck. But this is our 5-year anniversary show with Nature Boy on the show. Solo, you know I love you. Jay Sav, you know I love you. This is not nothing that didn't happen.
You know, we was Rodney King the whole time.
Oh, we was promoting the whole show.
Cause we was about to leave.
We was really about to
We was about to go, and then you know Jay Sav get the and we like whoa, son, like you know how niggas do. So we like whoa, like we pumped that shit up. We put the battery in the situation. It was good though, but
So Capo.
Oh.
They saw that. He had the thumb in the joint all wild.
Like, right, thumbing the joint all crazy.
So Capo, who's your top 5 hobbyists? Go.
Oh wow. Woo.
All right. Nah, I'm gonna participate. Top 5 hobbyists. All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna say now.
He's like, I need some.
Now, I'm going crazy.
Oh God.
Number 1, Zariah.
Yo, all right, so check this out. All right, so I got a roster.
Nah, let me finish my list, Mo. Don't do that.
Sweezo, Zariah, you know, like I got.
Wait, why
like,
you put them niggas in
these
the
are
same
hobbyists?
sentence?
when I say like people I've been watching for a while.
Oh, okay.
But
You
then
want a whole nother
They
list.
go other places, but you know
He's
that's
talking about,
you know I.
He's
But
talking about hobbyists versus
I know
full-time
what he's
artists.
saying. I'm just saying, bro.
Okay.
You know that's the nigga. That's the nigga right there. So
I say what I say.
Nah, you right, but that's the nigga.
So that's one.
Cause she be crushing shit on some other shit, but that's the nigga though. That's the nigga.
Goes number 2. Let's just go to the next.
Number 2, hobbyist artist. This my
He
nigga.
signed up.
Silence be
He
enough.
signed up. He signed up. Welcome to Power Radio. I'm your host, Captain Slippers, aka Guinness Robin, aka bro.
How many did I say I was gonna do?
5, but it's
5
one.
for the
We on
5-year
one.
anniversary. Guys, stand on it.
Better stand
That
on
was
it.
a strong one though
The
because
smoke.
I
Let
like.
me know I got some
I
grams on it.
really fuck with her because she has a lot of
No,
potential.
I got number
But-
2. Number
Come
2.
on, let's get it.
Who's
Number 2. JD the Junior.
Yeah, on defense of my man. Yeah,
I love
defense
JD,
of my man.
but JD continues to tickle the taint of where he wants to go, and
I
I,
like
want to
that.
see him do more.
Let's keep it in that realm. Tickle the tank. Cause I ain't know who the fuck he was, and then my man was like, yeah, da, 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 and then he, oh, that's him, and I was like, yeah, Lee, like my
Number
man be
3.
taking, my man be taking shirts off
We
and
move-
shit, doing
we move
push-ups.
forward. Number
Like, keep
3.
going.
Number 3,
You ain't gonna fuck with my man, boy. Like Devin. the
Fast
Dude and shit.
Stacks. Fast Stacks. I've been quiet for a long time.
Shit.
You play with my niggas' names, 2 of them, and I'm not gonna publicly say what I know, but I'm gonna say you know that we shouldn't be having this conversation. I like your music. You're not bad at all, bro. But don't do that.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Tim got books.
4 and 5.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Because goddamn.
Y'all really want me to do this?
We here.
Y'all
I
want
mean,
all 5? All right.
Because y'all gotta be serious about what y'all do, and y'all gotta know. Because 2 reviews is awesome, Open Gym is awesome, but sometimes y'all don't be awesome.
All right. Number
Because
4.
y'all be playing too much.
Number
And
4.
people got jobs and shit. They wake up and do things.
Number 4.
Like we got shit to do.
Number
Just
4.
got kids, bills.
Number 4. Bo Young Prince. Listen.
Okay, so the Spider-Man.
Listen.
Look, okay,
Listen.
so
Listen.
I mean,
I want everything you deserve for you. All right.
into the Spider-Verse though, bro.
The Spider-Man song did really well.
But no, the
against
soundtrack did
that.
well because Sunflower is a fucking
I'm
smash.
not against. No. I don't want this to sound like hate.
Sunflower.
I just want us to be realistic about where we are, right? Just like I'm
Sunflower's a
realistic
big
about where I am. I know who I am. I'm not saying I'm the DMV news. I'm not Kilmo.
Yo, that's my. Bro, that's
I'm
my
not DMV hoods and
fucking
news.
little bro.
But what I'm
my
gonna
boy.
say is, listen, it's not that. All right.
Number 5.
Number 5. Number 5, it's really not even about him or his brand. It's about how y'all do it. Cause I be mad at y'all for being mad at him. It's not him. But I gotta put him on a list so y'all hear me say why I don't want y'all to be mad at him.
Okay.
DMV Hoods and News. Listen.
Hey,
I don't have no problem with Cuz. Y'all have unrealistic expectations about Cuz. Listen, he is him. He's exactly who he says he is. What he's not is who y'all purport him to be. Right? So when you rap niggas send your tracks to DMV Hoods and News with your page and expect it to just boom, 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 boom. It's not supposed to work that way. That's not
Yeah.
They the
his.
bed page.
That's not.
He's
Look,
just
DMV
world
Hoods and News
star.
has a lot of views. A lot. I'm
He's
not.
just world star for
Listen,
DMV. It's not-
Listen, I love what bruh does. I'm not against anything. If you clip this and make it sound negative, you weird because I'm being so positive.
No, this isn't.
I love what bruh does.
Short. YouTube short.
I feel like I pay attention to
But-
this shit more than you.
What I'm saying is, you rap niggas cannot expect your shit to pop over there simply because you rap. And he has a bunch of followers.
Exactly. That
And you guys
platform,
have to stop blaming him for that.
It is a mini world star. It is a platform. He probably get
You
more
gotta
clicks,
relax.
More
Y'all
clicks
are
and
wildin'.
views off of a fight video
They
than
wild-
we do a song.
It is
Bro,
the
I hate
it
already
is
you
the
sound- I'm
bidding
just saying they
it is the
wildin'.
bidding platform.
And
That
that's
is-
a
do not
get
great
on there.
point though.
Do not get on there unless you're ready to get bidded on.
Like it's
People
not
don't be
about-
understanding, like, and I'm pretty sure y'all run into this too. People don't be understanding that in this content-based world, music doesn't usually cut through the most.
No.
That's what people don't really understand. Like, they'll be like, my music video's the hottest thing out, blah, blah, blah. Send it to everybody, but wonder why a video of somebody slipping on a banana got 1 million and their shit is at
Yeah.
2,000 or something.
Yeah.
It's
I just be wanting niggas to be
Consider the
realistic.
source.
And want niggas to be realistic. So, that was it. I said all that to say nothing. Pay attention to what you pay attention to. Because, ultimately, I can't influence y'all to do nothing different. I told you what it was. I told you how it worked. Y'all gonna make it work how it worked because that's what y'all been doing.
Wow.
You hear me? So, with that being said, this has been
a very well healthy. Like this not no fucking fast food. Put that shit in the microwave. This is like that home cooked pull up
this has
shit.
been a long episode.
This is a good
That's what
one.
this been.
And if y'all don't figure this out or take heed, I don't know what else the fuck to tell you. Like
2 hours
nothing
and 30
was-
minutes.
Everything was right. And I'm glad that I was able to do what I planned on doing. The misconceptions, throw them out the window.
Maybe next
Like-
time when we put up some questions y'all can ask anonymously, and don't fucking be scared. Ask us the questions, man, because we gonna give y'all the answers. It's lit.
Yeah.
We answered the questions we were answering.
July 25th, we had the Songbird.
Songbird.
You feel me? With Funk Parade. Here we go again, being culture vultures, giving people opportunities to get on the main stage at DC Funk Parade.
Yeah, because we're totally getting paid by Funk Parade to put y'all on the stage. That's what's happening. That's how that works. Yeah.
Unbeknownst to
guys.
me, this has been a pirate
Funk Parade's
radio
paying
and
us to put
Bassline
you on the
episode
stage.
of
That's not
Turn.
how it works. Relax.
Apparently, this was a baseline and pirate radio episode. So, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for having me as a host. Like, shit.
It's love,
honored.
man. Shout out to
Honored.
Suzo. Shout out
Fuck.
to John. Shout out to Captain.
And I'm glad that y'all was allowing me to, like, yeah.
Check out John's
Yeah, my
podcast,
lawyer.
man. Give my
My
man
guy.
some stars and
My
reviews.
fucking, like, yeah.
We
That's
out,
my
man.
guy.
We lit. Album mode, I'm in the club writing on my phone. Shots off the top, but it ain't a drone. Pulled up solo, but I ain't alone. Won't move for nothing less than a O. Had your bitch and let her go, but I set the tone. Now it's hard for her to go back to the shit she known. I just met a grow, about to get it flown. I just read up, I could've bought a home. Booked another show again, now I'm on the road again. I'm away from home again, she sending news to the phone again. Niggas ain't slime, they Nickelodeon. Niggas wanna step but never elevate. Niggas waiting in the wing, niggas featherweight, undisputed heavyweight. Take the food, scrape the plate before I ever wait. Hit the strings and meditate. I used to sell Mary Kate. R.I.P. to Bob Saget. Whole nation in rhythm like Janet. Executed after I planned it. Not just the best in the city, the whole planet, the whole world. Craig, a real thoroughbred. Prince of purple thread. Game blouses.
Oh, one day you wanna be.
Gang blouses.
But still, I keep my head up high and try to do the thing that a good man should.
A good man.
I say what I want. I'm putting these passive aggressive niggas in blunts. Irritable, I ain't seen my son in a month. Son's mother still mad, she ain't the one that I want. Every day I'm asking, man, what have I done? But what's done is done. Nigga made a one-to-one. None before me, none to come. Now run my funds, I'm only gonna say it once. They tried to push me to the back with the blacks. Killed them with the kindness, smiling with the gold fronts. Little nigga don't touch, no chemistry. I don't mix with the weak, you only bring something to the table periodically. Plug push the price up, so I'm studying botany. Down badly, crown heavy, getting to it before it got to me. Sitting up wide awake, watching my son sleep, looking for a moment of peace, but it don't come cheap. Been on one since year ones and onesies. Good with the paper, nigga, give me a Dundee. I'm cut from another cloth, doing things they never thought. Everything's a win or a lesson, like Mayweather, I never lost. Trying to think better thoughts, let go of all the negative. No more negligence, my mindset's executive.
A good man.
That shit crazy.
A 16 pad and every pad is something nice. Got that new one?
What if I told you that I love you, but I ain't in love with you? Used to fuck you and all, but now I can't fuck with you. You tried to treat me like I was one of these other niggas. Might as well go and get you one of these other niggas. We was vibing, but now we out of tune. Had a little rhythm going now. All we got is blues, another sad song. Real emotions delivered wrong. We was supposed to be being Sean. Now we Daniel with Salon, so long. Hoping we could be friends, though it sounds cliche. Unfortunately, you can't have cake and eat cake. Hoping we could be friends, but it sounds cliche. Unfortunately, got a lot of love for you. Still sending prayers up for you, but I can't be with you. Oh no, I can't be with you. I put all my trust in you. Now I'm feeling dumb for trusting you. That's why I can't be with you. No, I can't be with you. Never wore designer, but I always been creative. 10 toes down in every situation. No complaining, niggas wasn't carrying their own weight, but still gaining. Ignored it though it was blatant. I never broke the cadence. Never counted no favors, but when I needed you to hold me down, you never was a nigga, shit ain't work out. Now she tryna work you, all you want is your peace. She doing everything to disturb you. Nature, she know if she take away your seed, it'll hurt you. Dirt through on your name, but patience is a virtue. But you sick and tired of FaceTime and spending time virtual. You think you both love the kid, there's nothing you can't work through. But that'll never be the case. You gon' see that true side when they don't get their way. Looking for direction, but this life don't come with no ways. Hoping it's a phase, can't help it, feeling helpless. So all you do is got a lot of love for you. Still sending prayers up for you, but I can't be with you. Oh no, I can't be with you. I put all my trust in you. Now I'm feeling dumb for trusting you. That's why I can't be with you. No, I can't be with you. 14 and left me numb like morphine. Since then, ain't really been no more me. Since then, them demons been up on me. Lost my angel, and my heart's disabled. Turning up so much that it was almost fatal. That week, heaven almost gained too. Family looking at me like nature boys that just ain't you. But they know deep down there change too. Every day it still feel like that pain new. Pain don't go anywhere, just more painful. Thought it would go away when my son came through. Then I'm in my feelings cause he ain't playing with you. And I know what I'm saying ain't true. You better before I did. See you when I close my eyelids. It took me 8 years just to go farther in. Hard to hear from him, I'm just doing what my father did. Techniques 1200s was my starter kit. I had a hoop dream but it's gone like my ACL and my with all these rapping with all these bills, it's hard to keep my heart in it. But at the same time, I don't stop anything I started in. Dropping the hardest shit, they hating and disregarding it. My money wrapped up in markets that I ain't even marketing. Pops want me to pick up a trade that I can go farther in. Hard to hear from him, I'm just doing what my father did. Techniques 1200s was my starter kit. I had a hoop dream, but it's gone like my ACL and my cartilage. Good with the pills in college, wasn't studying to be a pharmacist.